This conference will now be
Since
recorded.
2016, I'm working on the serialization, and since then I'm here. So basically, I started for the serialization implementation for DSCSA, like US. We implemented the US manufacturers and which was compliance on 2018 November. And after that, I implemented the UFMD serialization requirement for the Europe, and then so on. There were several other compliances. I was actively part of implementation as well as like supporting the projects. Like there is a VRS, unit level traceability. We have also implemented and some other regulatory compliances. So that was my brief introduction. So let's take this demonstration and forward with the SAP ATTP, the benefits of the SAP ATTP and what we are going to cover today. So basically today's agenda will be, first I will give you some presentation and will explain you about of the SAP ATTP and what included in the SAP ATTP and what it do. And after that, I will show you in the system kind of the overview that what we are going to cover in the training if you opted for, and what are the areas and what are the contents will be in the training. So that will be the today's agenda. Let's go forward with that. Yeah. So SAP ATTP, it is advised for pharmaceutical. This module has been created for pharmaceutical to take care of the serialization compliance or serialization requirement.
Sir, sorry for disturb you. Please show as
What
a
basically
full.
make
Hello.
yes,
Hello.
please go ahead.
Please, screen should be in. It's a big mode. This is short mode. The screen is showing.
Oh, all right.
I want full screen. That's why I'm asking.
That's fine. Is it okay now? Is it better than before? Kindly let then we will go ahead with the demonstration. Is it okay now? The screen audible?
Yeah, we can hear you, but I can't see your screen. Is
Oh,
it?
you can't see my screen. Let me
Yes.
reshare it. Sorry. Please let me know if you can see
Yeah,
my
now I
screen.
can see the screen. Yeah, now I can see the screen.
Okay.
If you can keep it in the presentation mode, that will be really helpful. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly,
that
sir.
from the current slide. So is it better, right? Or is still the same?
No, it's good. Yeah, it's good now.
Okay. Right. So I was explaining about the SAP ATTP, and basically this is not a kind of SAP module which we like. If you are experienced in SAP, other areas like sales, finance, HR, supply chain, and others. So this is quite different than the other module. The best part of this SAP ATTP and ATTP training that you need not to have any specific technical experience. You can start from scratch. And why I'm saying so? Because not just a technical things, or it is quite different. And what makes it different? It is based on the compliance. It's based on the regulation. As some of you are already working on pharma, we know that in pharma, whatever the guidelines or compliance, we have to follow them regressively. we cannot change them. We cannot, like, implement our own process. If the FDA is saying, or pharmaceutical, your SOP is saying that you have to follow some step, you have to follow the step. The same thing with the SAP ATTP, it is based on completely on legal compliance or regulation. So whatever the regulation is saying, this software is designed based on that. Now, top of that, if any company is saying, no, I will customize my own, own path, or I will customize my own scenario, no, this is not a lie. They can do it, but that will be out of compliance. So no one in the pharmaceutical industry like make their own scenario and own scenario as well as their own the processes. They have to follow whatever the guideline is saying. If the DSCSA is saying that if your product is coming under the serialization, then you have to serialize your product. If the DSCSA is saying that you have to supply the serialization data to your like subsequent customer, wholesaler, distributor, then you have to transfer the data. This is mandatory. If some customer is saying, okay, maybe my product is coming under the serialization as per the government, but I'll not serialize it. They can do it, but they cannot sell it in the market. They cannot circulate it in the market. They must to follow the compliance is saying. So that's what the biggest advantage of learning this module is, that you need not to have any previous technical as even the pharmaceutical experience. If your base, your learning is solid and it's strong, you can do better than the guys who are already working in pharma. The only thing, just 2 months that is required. Okay, so don't worry if you are belongs to a different sector, segment, or you are not belongs to SAP or IT. You are perfectly fine. I have seen the people are doing really very good. They came from different background. So you can start using this, and this is the only module where you can start and learn and perform if you are coming from the different segment or sector also, because it is completely based on the regulation. Okay, just learn the regulation and understand how it has been implemented. That's it, because every company has to follow the same standard and same guidelines. Why the SAP ATTP, like SAP has designed this module? Because of the serialization compliance. Before that, all the countries, they were talking about how to stop the counterfeit or the fake drugs in the market or the supply chain. Then they come into a conclusion that every product, every unit will have a unique serial number, and that serial number assignment and tracking is mandatory. So since that became a mandatory step, so SAP designed this specific software. Prior to that, for the pharmaceutical, there were specific software which is called SAP AII and OER, but those were incompatible. Further in the demonstration, I will show you and we will do the comparison why those old modules were not capable of taking care the serialization requirements. Now we will also give you some overview about the SAP ATTP and version. Let me tell you, initially it was released in 2015, late 2015. So that was SAP ATTP, that was the initial version. And there were so many problems because the SAP ATTP were dependent on so many things, like it was not customizable. Everything we have to develop or we have to enhance. Updated SAP ECC. Okay, they have the older versions not compatible with the ATTP. There were so many challenges. So few of the companies, like big companies, they opted for the ATTP. Now the great revolution came from 20 onwards. So 2019, 2020, these were the peak where the companies started opting ATTP. Most of the big companies, they get rid of their old software or old serialization system like some others. Tracelings were there, RFXL were there, Verifiber brand was there. So they were moving towards the SAP ATTP. And since SAP ATTP also continuously talking to the customer and understanding their problems, and they were enhancing their software. And now we have a latest version which is completely customizable and it's a user friendly. Okay, so now the latest version we have so much functionality because it is evolved based on much learnings that SAP has learned from the previous version. We will be also talking about the business processes. What are the business processes we will cover specifically in the pharmaceuticals? Okay, I will tell you, and we will completely explain in the training also. Solution in the scopes. Then we will also learn about the GS1. This is a global standard. This global standard one, what is the GS1, what is the EPCIS, what is being covered, and why most of the countries and globally they follow the GS1. We will explain that also. Content of the country packages available for the SAP ATTP. So we know that different country have little bit a different compliance, but the base is same. Okay, so some country have a reporting like Europe. Their structure is completely different than the US. Okay, US has different reporting structure, reporting requirements. So for if our business extended to a specific country and that country needs a specific reporting structure, then in SAP we have business functions. Okay, we have to add on those packages in our ATTP, and then those functionality will be available in our system. So those are the country contents. Then technical solution, definitely there are little bit technicals also. Okay, what the specific scenarios and what solution we have to implement, we will be talk about that. Architecture, definitely the system is based on some architecture and some data model. Okay, what kind of the data enhancements or integration or connections between two systems, how it works, will be talked about. Then we will also talk about the ATTP and ECC and ATTP and EWM integration. Basically, that will be ATTP and HANA. Nowadays, everyone is on HANA, so it will be benefit to go with the ATTP and HANA integrations. And then deployment models that we will talk. This particular slides tell us, this is little bit technical things, and it tell us that what are the stakeholders and business partners are there in our supply chain and how we can connect to their system so that required data we can transfer to their system. Okay, so this is a, let's say government system, the to their government system and transfer the data. Okay, for example, doing a business in Europe, so Europe has a cloud system which we call the EMVO or EMVS. Okay, and specific country that is a centralized for the Europe, and for specific country that is called the NMVS, National Medicine Verification System. So those systems, government system, how we can connect that? Okay, there is a like there also we need to get the serial numbers because they provide us, but there is no direct integration with their system. They provide us we request them and they provide us a file. So file goes to a specific location. From there, our system picks those files and implement and like upload that. So that is, if you have heard about the FTP or SFTP kind of things. So this is the file-based connectivity with the China. But for the Europe Let's say if you have heard about the Brazil, there is Anvisa or Tatmin. That is the system integration with the SOAP. Okay, so there are the different connectivity like web services we have. Through that we connect to them. So web services, it's a kind of, you understand, it's a, take it like this. This is a communication protocol. It's a technical protocol that how the system will connect and communicate and transfer the data between the system. So these are the technical things. So these government system, generally we transfer the data for the regulatory, like reporting to the serial number which we wanted to sell or circulating in the supply chain or market to the customers for reporting those things. Also, we send the master data, whichever product we wanted to sell to the specific market. For those products, those medicines, master data also we need to upload to those systems. So that will be the government system. Then SAP ECC or S4HANA, definitely we are working on the SAP ATTP, but the company is also working on their core business in SAP ECC or S4HANA. That they runs their day-to-day operations and their core like sales, finance, production, planning, everything on the SAP. So this SAP ECC or S4 HANA, there are like day-to-day transactions and master data, like customers are created there, your material is created there, your location is created there. So those things basically we transfer from our core business system, which is S4 HANA, to ATTP. So that we need not to create again in ATTP. Those entities and master data is required for the serialization. So the best part is there. The data is created in one system and then easily can be moved to other system. So that is the one-time creation. But let's say we are using another system other than the ATTP, then either we have to create an interface between our system and like whatever the other serialization software, and then we have to maintain there either. Okay, but in ATTP, the biggest advantage that it is SAP's product. Both system like core business, which is in S4 HANA, and our ATTP, both is in SAP, right? Both are communicating seamlessly, and integration is standard out of the box. When we install the SAP ATTP, we have to tweak little bit the technical configuration, and then system is connected. No more the biggest effort is required. And then data, whatever the master data we already have in ECC, transferred to ATTP as and when required. So that is there. So how we can connect that? That we can connect through the RFCs. We have already standard RFCs, and through that we activated and it connects. The biggest
Sir, what do you mean RFC?
RFC is a remote function call. It's basically a tech communicate, like when we are connecting one system to other system. Okay, so there is a program in everything, like in your phone, right? Your phone is connecting to your tower. So in background there is a program or some app is working, right?
Yes, yes.
So that app is connecting your phone to the tower and tower to your friend's phone, so that you can communicate, correct? So that is
Yes,
a
sir.
medium of communicating and connecting one system to another system.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a medium.
Okay, sir. Remote functioning call, sir.
Sorry.
Remote functioning connect, sir.
Yes, remote function call. So that is remotely
Okay.
we are calling like a program to connect to different systems.
Okay.
The same thing now here, laboratory system, every business you will get this, which is the packaging line. The packaging line is a main system because it's a system which actually do the serialization. So packaging line, it's label, it encode the barcode like serial number, J10, expiry date, lot number, sorry. All this thing is basically done by the packaging line. Okay, but packaging line needs a serial number to print on the medicine, and serial numbers are available in ATTP. So we need to connect two different systems. Okay, so packaging line will connect to ATTP. Basically, most of the 99.9% packaging lines, like it's a Jackson, Liters, or Optal, any system, they are compatible with the SOAP. Okay, web services. 99.9%. But let's say if still there is one customer who is still using the old packaging line and other, then we can enhance an RFC and connect to that. That also can be done easily. But most of the packaging line, they already have this web service compatibility. So what it do, it requests a serial number. Okay, and once the packaging is done, it sends all the data back to ATTP, so that ATTP can reconcile that how much serial number I have sent and how much data I got back. So all this data communication, it's been done with the packaging line. And no need to worry if you haven't seen the packaging line in real time. During the training, I'll give you the virtual demo. You will see the real time how the packaging line works, okay, and how it do the packaging in multi stages. So you will have complete clarity that how the packaging line do the serialization, because it's a main system in entire serialization, packaging line. Okay, so not to be worried, it will be covered during the training.
So which one is advanced,
Now,
RFC or web service? So
web services. If
web
it is an
services.
external system, then it is a web services. But if it is a part of the SAP, okay, let's say S4HANA and ATTP, both is a part of SAP, then preferable is RFC.
Okay.
Okay, but if it is an external system other than SAP, then preferable is a web services.
Okay. Okay.
Also trained and show you how we can find out which web services is required for which. Let's say serial number request, we need to implement which web services. Sending the EPCI's data, we need to implement which web services. Data to our customers, wholesaler, distributor, then which web services we should implement, which web services we should implement, and we can give it to the technical team and they can implement it for connectivity. Okay, so that will be part of our training. But again, let's say here it's a supply chain partner. So our supply chain partners can be anyone, wholesaler, distributor, okay, dispenser, or it can be like sub wholesalers, anyone can be, whomsoever we deal with. So they may use the SAP ATTP, or they may use the other system also for their serializations requirement. Okay, so if they are using any other systems, or maybe the SAP ATTP or whatever system, then we can use the web services. So we have a standard web services. Through that, we can easily connect to their system and we can transfer the data. We can receive the data also, we can transfer data also. Oh, like a little overview of the technicals, but in great details, in very normal language, I'll teach you, I'll show you during the training. Okay, that will it is my responsibility to make it very simple. So this particular slide,
Sir, I thought this is the major slide for this, major slide, what you are telling.
no, that is not the major, because those connectivity and all this thing is done by the different team, technical team. That is not our responsibility. Okay, any project or anything, we have three teams. One is the developer who writes the code. Another team is a technical team who creates the integration and connectivity between the systems. They know which IP, which RFC, all these things. And we are the functional. We do the testing. We talk to the customer. We take the requirements and we implement those requirements in the system through the configuration or through the technical setting. Okay, but technical setting is done by the developer or technical team. We just take a requirement. But when it comes for the configuration, system configuration, customization, I'll show you, That time, based on our knowledge and experience, we customize the system. So that is our responsibility. Being part of the ATTP team, we should know a little bit about the technical structure. Okay, so that will help, but it doesn't mean that this is our responsibility. Right. So this slide basically tell us what are the other systems which we connect with the SAP ATTP system. So let's say the government system, as I explained, there are some certain countries where they have a requirement for getting the data from manufacturer, wholesaler, or in the supply chain processes. Like Europe, I said there is a Anvisa. There is a Tatmin for UAE. Okay, Russia is there. Some countries are there. Then we can easily connect our SAP ATTP with the third-party ERP. Let's say some companies running on Oracle, they are running on Microsoft Dynamics, which is very rare. Okay, but that company opted for the SAP ATTP. We can easily connect, okay, with them to the web services. But mainly 99.9% you will see the companies is having the ATTP, the company who already have their core business in either in ECC or S4HANA. But if they still have, or they have like, third party system, Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics, we can easily connect that. And there are certain scenarios where we have to connect. Okay, I'll tell you during the training what are those scenarios where we have to connect. Then our system SAP ATTP is compatible with connecting the ECC or ECC S4HANA or EWM system. We can easily connect that. So EWM system, we can also connect with the third-party warehouse system. What is the warehouse system? Once the packaging is being done and pallet or maybe shipper case is packed, it moves to the warehouse. Now the warehouse, there can be a multiple activities happen. Let's say some of the shipper case fell from the shelf and it damaged. So we need to repack it, we need to relabel it, or some of the label got ripped. So we need to relabel that. Or our packets are there, but we need to send to customer as in a pallet. So we have to aggregate it into the pallet. So in warehouse, there are a lot of different activities happen. So for those activities, most of the company, they have the third-party warehouse system. Like if you have an Optal, they have their own Campano and other stuff like third parties, like their warehouse system. Jackson have their Retrack and other system. Litas have their. So all these company have their third-party system. So for the ATTP, it is third-party system. So those system can easily connect to the SAP ATTP and then they can transfer the data to SAP ATTP. Then again, the packaging line, as I said, it can be easily connect with the either web services or in rare case RFC if we required. Then local ATTP system. So why one ATTP needs to connect to another ATTP? So there is a specific scenario. Let's say your company is a big company. Okay, so your company is very big company, and then in pharma it is very normal that one big company acquired or do the acquisition of another company, a small company generally. So let's say the other small company where my company, big company, took the acquisition, and that small company is also running on ATTP. Since my big company, it has already ATTP, and that is globally connected with all the wholesaler customers and everywhere. So I'll remain my big company's ATTP as a global system, but the small company's ATTP, I'll make it the local ATTP. And that ATTP will connect to my global ATTP and they will transfer the data from my system. So those are the some certain scenarios which in real time also we have seen. And these are like, if it's still, this is a local SAP AII, Auto ID infrastructure. As I told that before the ATTP, there were certain SAP module which were taking care of the SAP. If some company are still using the SAP AII or OER, okay, for any reporting purpose or any legacy data, so no need to worry. Those modules we can easily integrate with our SAP ATTP to take care of the data. Okay, so that is also compatible. And last, it's a supply chain. Any our customer, wholesaler, drug distributor, dispenser, okay, their system, irrespective of the system they are running on, any system, we can easily integrate with them for the data transfer. So this is the systems in our landscape. This is again the technical, as we already discussed. The government system, we can either connect to the web services or file system like in China. It based on the scenarios and situation. Most of the government system other than China, we are using this. For ECC, connecting our existing ECC or S4HANA, we using the RFCs. Okay. But still we are using a web services for some transactional data, like your delivery for the ship event, inbound delivery. Those are the transactions which we connect with the OData, with our ECC or HANA to ATTP. Again with the SAP EWM.
What do you mean, sir? Why you are using OData? OData means, is there any transaction or any means what, sir? OData means what, transaction code or what in file?
Okay, so it's again the integrations. Okay, it's again the integration method. How the data communicate from one system to other system. Data means it's a transactional data. Basically, whatever the transactional data, let's say you are shipping some product to customer. Okay, so you created a delivery in your S4HANA system. Now this delivery, definitely with that delivery, you are sending some product, and those products are serialized, and all the serial numbers, detail, aggregation, and everything is in ATTP system. Okay, so the ATTP system with the all the data, transactional data, it has to communicate back to ECC so that the ECC and ATTP can be synced. Okay, because from ECC you are doing a delivery and ATTP you are doing a ship event, and both are linked. So linking both of the transactional data, we use the OData. Okay, where you are doing some activities. So that's what is specifically for the transaction we are using the OData. But in front you will never see whether it's a OData or what data or SOAP data. It's just a mechanism. The name of the mechanism is OData, because in the web services we have a SOAP and we have a OData. SOAP is basically the transferring of the data, okay, web services with the external system. Okay, let's say your aggregation, ship event data and everything to external system, we are using web services. But whenever we are transferring the data internally within the SAP system, we are using the web services but OData. Okay, so that is the difference only. So this is basically mechanism. The same thing you can see the SAP EWM. It's also part of the SAP EWM, but we are using the web services but OData. And this is the name of the technical name of integration. The same thing with the RFCs, packaging line. Because it's an external system, we are using a web services mostly, but if it's still in rare case, the packaging line is incompatible or not compatible with web services, then we can create a customized RFC, a program to connect two systems. Same is with the web services. Okay, because it's an external system, not the SAP system, so we are using web services. And RFCs, again, it's a local SAP ATTP to ATTP. So we are using the RFCs because it's a serial number transfer and all others. So this is the technical slide.
Simply external services is related to web service SOAP. Only
Yes.
internal only RFC and OData. Is it right,
Exactly.
sir?
Yes, absolutely correct. All right. Most of this is a very critical picture, and this is the backbone of everything. So whatever we are doing for the serialization, this is the end result. As per the legal compliance, if the medicine is coming under the serialization scope, then this 2D barcode, which is called the GS1 2D data matrix, this matrix and this information should be printed on the every medicines, whether it's a bottle, carton, or anything. If it is a serialization, then this information should be printed. And when we scan this 2D data matrix, the same information comes over here also. So whatever is printed, it has to be included in this 2D barcode. This is the only thing for which we are doing entire serialization, everything. Okay, so what is this? Definitely in the training we will take care in great details, but let me tell you, this is the legal compliance that whatever the product you are serializing, you have to print the details of the product, which batch, what is the expiry date, and what unique serial number belongs to this packet, so that we can trace where is this packet, whether this packet is duplicate or someone is creating a fake product or not. Now, how we can track that? Let's say the manufacturer use this serial number against this product and sell it to the market. Now, someone or agency is suspected that this product or this medicine is fake. So how they can validate it? They can ask and check with the manufacturer, hey, can you verify whether this G10, this lot number, and this expiry date along with this serial number is valid? So manufacturer check this data in their system. If this data matches, then this is a genuine product. It has been manufactured and serialized by the manufacturer, and he will say, yes, this is an authentic data, authentic product, and it is a genuine product. Now let's say some criminals or counterfeiters, they do not know, but they randomly printed some serial number. This information they can get it, like G10 batch and expiry date. This is a common for entire batch. But the serial number is unique, which belongs to only individual pack. Like in India, you have an Aadhaar number, right? So your Aadhaar number is unique. It cannot be duplicated. The same, and this is to a individual. The same way this serial number, it is a unique and belongs to only this packet. Maybe there are 10,000 for the same batch, there are 10,000 another packet, but each packet will have a unique serial number. So the counterfeiter does not know that which serial number is printed by the manufacturer. So randomly he will fake out the product and put some numbers because he doesn't know what are the actual numbers. So if we suspected, we verify those packets with the manufacturer. Manufacturer will easily say, hey, this serial number does not match with my database, so this is potentially a fake product, right? And then this product, we keep it in quarantine and we do the investigate where from this product came. If it is not from the manufacturer, right, then they raise an alert. So that is the main advantage and requirement for serialization. How this data come to the packaging line and how this data coming and using in serialization ATTP, we will explain that. Okay, what are the significance of these each and every data here? But I hope that you guys got it. What is the use of this serial number? The main purpose of this data to verify whether it's an authentic product or it's a fake product. That is the end requirement. how the product is being serialized in our supply chain. What is the end-to-end of the supply chain process? So this particular slide tells us. So first, medicine is getting printed. If it is a tablet, capsules, or anything, it is being manufactured in bulk, right? Bulk means like let's say 10 lakhs tablets, 20 lakh tablets. So first, it manufactured in a bulk, and they keep it in drums. That is called the manufacturing. The second stage, it goes for the primary packaging. If it is a tablets or capsule, it packaged under the blisters like this is strips. This is called the primary packaging, right? Now the secondary packaging, because this strips, when it goes into a box, a carton, or tablets goes to a bottle, okay? Or if it is a vial, injectables, then it goes under the carton, some carton. So the secondary packaging, we start the serializing. We print the 2D barcode, whatever you have seen the previous step or previous slide. Those information with the 2D barcode we print on the medicine. Why we are not printing on this primary packaging? Because the barcode has some minimum size. Okay, it has to be a minimum size, and the data like this has to be a minimum size, and strips are very small, right? If we print this 2D barcode on the back side of the strip, then probably it will not fit with the minimum size. And if we make this barcode too small, then scanner will not scan this. They will not read it. So that will be a problem again. And the same time, we also have to print as per the legal compliance this information. So that's what we decided, that the printing of the 2D barcode with the serial number with the other information in the secondary packaging, which is the carton. Okay, so here we start the serialization. So that's what it is here, that packing of the blisters into the sales unit, which is your carton, with the codification like 2D barcode, and item level serialization. That is the unique product. Like the product, we assign a unique serial number over there. Then there will be a multiple level of the aggregation. Those cartons we can pick in, like we can put in another big case, which is called the shipper case, and we make a relationship. Like case is a case, again the case will also have this 2D barcode, okay, and GTIN number. All this information will also have a case, okay. So the case serial number will be the parent, and all the units which is inside the case is called the children, right? So parent have a children. So all the children belongs to this unique parent. So parents and children relationship creation is called the aggregation. In the system, we will see in the great details how the packaging line or in SAP understand that. But always whenever we will do the traceability and all this thing, so we always get to know this unit was part of this case, and this case was part of this pallet, and this pallet has been shipped to this customer. So always we can do the traceability. So that's what this module name is, track and trace, advanced track and trace for pharmaceuticals, because everything should be traceable. Even the single medicine can be traceable. So once it is aggregated, as I said, then it is transferred to the customer as per their sales order, whatever they order. And if there is a requirement, legal requirement or supply chain requirement, then those products serial number, we send it to customer system, okay, through the system integration. And if required, reporting to government, the same time after the shipping, we send the data to government system also if required. So this is the serialization in the supply chain.
How can you send the data to government? In which
So
platform? Java portal? Whatever the portal are using.
Okay, so again, the government system, we have to connect to government system. They allow us to connect our system to their system, and then only we transfer the data to government system. So government allow us. Okay, So there is a, we always have to do a pilot project with the government. We do the testing with them. They also allow us to connect. And once the connectivity and testing is successful, then we start sending the real-time data to them.
When will do that activity, sir?
Sorry? Okay, when we do this, so this activity is doing as per the compliance whenever we are shipping product to that particular country. So let's say you are manufacturer in India, and from the India you are also supplying to Europe, and you are also supplying to UAE. Now these are like Europe, you are supplying it to, let's say, Germany, and you are also supplying medicine to the UAE. Okay, so when you are supplying, like sending a product, physical medicine to the Europe, that Germany, you have to follow the German regulation. And from India, when you are supplying product to UAE, then you have to follow the Tatmin. You have you have to integrate your system to the Tatmin, which is the government system. And if you are selling medicine to the Europe, then you have to connect to your system with the EMVO. So
sorry,
before
sir,
EMVO, it's a cloud system, like any government system where we connect and send the data.
Sorry, sir. Once again, tell me, sir. Which system?
It's a cloud. Cloud means it's a system. Okay, it's a system where you send the data.
Okay, from our system to government system.
Exactly.
Okay, is it before? Is it whenever planning that product, at that time we are sending the data, and after completion of packaging at a warehouse level and dispatch level, at that time we are sending the data. Which one is right way?
Let's say this way. The first of all, whenever you are planning to, first of all, your team decide, okay, this country we are going to sell the product, right? Then you decide. So when you decide and confirm your company that we will sell the medicine, let's say to the Germany, okay. Now still you haven't packaged or anything, but it is in planning. Okay. So once planning is there, now your product needs to be registered to Germany country, right? Then only you can sell it. First, your medicine has to be registered there, and it should be allowed by the German government, correct? So you register, you file your product and everything. Now it is approved. Now it is decided. Yes, we will sell my, let's say, azithromycin or any other medicine to the Germany. So at that time, before you start your manufacturing or packaging, you should start your project and connect your company's system to the European government system. Okay. So that time we start a project and we connect with their system. We do the testing, and after the testing, once the testing is successful, then we connect it. So connection is established now. You clear in this part? Yes, the first step is connectivity before you start even the manufacturing. Let's say your manufacturing is after two months, or your packaging is after 2 months. But way before we establish a connection and we are ready. Now, once you send the product to the Germany, physical packaging is done, everything is done. Now it is in your warehouse. From your warehouse, when you shift physical product to the Germany, okay, you have to create a ship event that I have shipped it physically. As soon as you create a ship event in the system or create a delivery like PGI, post good issue to the Germany, the system will trigger all the serial numbers to government system. Okay. That time when you shipped it. Let's say before shipping, if you are sending it, but some reason your medicine is incorrect, wrongly you packaged it, now you have to destroy it, sample is not passed, okay, some problem is there, correct? So what we have to do in that case, we already sent and we told that, okay, this serial numbers we are sending it, but we are not sending here because of some issue. So we have to decommission all the serial numbers. We have to send, no, we are not sending it. So please destroy it over there also in system. So that is a multiple activity. So avoiding that, we are always sending the data once we are sending the final product.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because let's say you are into the packaging, you packages, let's say 500 cases. Okay, you packaged it. If you send 500, but later on the 5 cases has been taken by the QA for sampling. So actually, how much you are sending there? 495.
Exactly.
So before shipment, there can be changes. So we always send whatever the final data. You clear that, right? So let's go to.
Is anybody send the data, or automatically the data captured in that network, their website? Any
It's
link?
So it is depends on our scenario. We can configure our system that, hey, whenever this event happen, like we are shipping it, someone will review manually and they will manually send the data to government system. Or we can say whenever we are shipping the data, automatically it will goes to the customers or government system. Both options are available.
Yes.
Okay. So it's all depends on the business requirement. I'll show you in the training that how we can meet the different scenarios and different configurations.
Yes.
So this is the GS1 standard. It's a global standard. Like everything has to be standard, same. Okay. In serialization, there is a multiple systems. There are multiple systems like SAP ATTP. You may have heard the TraceLink. You may have heard about Verify Brand. You may have about LSPDR. You may have heard of RFXL. A lot of systems are there. And different companies are using different, like small companies, they are using these kind of systems. Big companies, reputed companies, they go for the SAP ATTP as of now. So now what happened? Other system and SAP ATTP, I'm calling, let's say SAP ATTP, the data is called as a X. The same data or same event is called as a Y in other system. So when I communicate to them, hey, I sent you X, and other system, that event is called Y. So the other system will not understand, right? I'm saying I have sent you X and he is waiting for Y because his system it is Y. So I'm saying I sent X, did you received it? He will check and say, oh, I haven't received X, because in his system it is called Y. So he will always say, no, I didn't receive. So what is the best thing? All the system, they will use the same name, same structure. Okay, same data, same structure, and same name. That is called the global standard. So this global standard is a body which says that what are the technical and functional structure for the serialization. And every system, they follow the GS1 standard, whether it's a SAP ATTP or any other system. They are based on this standard, so that if I say X, and he will verify X only, because his system is also that event is called X. If GS1 is saying ship event, sending a data to customer is called ship event, then in my system it is designed as a ship event. Other system is also designed as a ship event. Otherwise what happened? The other system it is called the delivery event, and my system it is called the ship event. I will send the event as a ship event, and I'm saying, and he is not expecting a ship event, he is expecting a delivery event, because his system it is called delivery event. So there will be clashes and there will be failure. So globally all the systems, they have to use the same name, same structure, okay, same format. So all the system globally, it is designed based on the GS1 standard. So what are the GS1 standard? We are using all the master data, okay, master data's structure, locations, trade item, which is the material, your medicines, and then transaction data like inbound delivery, outbound delivery, production order, warehouse. Okay, so we talk about the RFC, master data, transaction data, O data, okay, and warehouse toolbox, O data services, all these things are here. This is a little technical, but in training we will see that. So this is also part of the GS1, as I was saying, that if any event is called in GS1 the ship event, all the system is designed as a ship event, because data is flowing between one system to other system. So they have to use the same name, same structure, okay, same data tag. And this is the file format. EPCI is 1.1, but in US we are using EPCI is 1.2. What is the difference between EPCI is 1.1 and 1.2? I will take care in the training itself. But in the EPCI's file is a file format where we send the data to another system. See, randomly you cannot send any data. When we are sending a data to another system, it has to be in a format, okay, in a structure. This structure and format is been designed and defined by the GS1, which every system follow. SAP ATTP also follow this structure. In the same way, it send it to other system. Let's say other system is in TraceLink. So that is also designed and defined in the same way. Okay, let's say there is an LSPD, RFXL, Verify brand. Every system designed in a same structure, whatever defined by the GS1. Once the data transfer,
abbreviation please tell me, sir. Electronic.
It's basically a format, electronic product code information system. Yeah. So this is data. We will see that, okay, how this format is being designed. Okay, so SAP ATTP to the repository. So we have a EPCI's data model, like all the events, it is recorded and in our repository. Encoding, decoding based on the coding logic. So basically you have seen the barcode, right? When we scan the barcode, it basically understands what the data encoded, like what is the data inside this barcode. And that is called the decoding. And encoding, designing a barcode and putting the data into a 2D barcode form, is called encoding. And when the scanner scans that and read the data, it is called the decoding. All this logic are there, which is a simple logic. Based on that, I'll show you in training, in configuration also, but we can easily define that. Object we covered, that is the SGTIN, that is serial number plus JTIN. It's a main thing. SSCC, it's a basically a pallet number, which is also unique number. LGTIN, that is whenever we are assigning any batch to a material, that is called LGTIN. We have events like any activities we are doing with the medicine is called the events. Let's say we assign serial number to a product. Okay, then we printed the 2D barcode and all this thing, and system is saying now this serial number belongs to this medicines packet. That activity is called the commissioning event. When we are packing those packets under a big shipper case or case and making a relationship parent and child, that event is called aggregation. When we are shipping the product to the customer, that event is called shipping event. Let's say the product got destroyed. We need to destroy that. So that event is called destroy event. Let's say we have to give some packets to the QA people for sampling. That event is called sampling event. So activities, whatever we are doing, it's defined in an events, and that events we can see in the system itself. We also have a reporting events, like as I said, if it is a government reporting or we have to send data to customer, all these reportings based on the requirement and based on the country's need, we can define that. Transaction data, like we are sending a data or using a serialization data based on the deliveries, batch or production or process order. Those are called the transactional data. Auto pack, auto create, we can see that, but generally we can see this in our training, how we can automatically pack it in the system, automatically creates the serial number or packs, all this capture logic we will see. Those are the some activities which we will see in the training itself. So this is basically your ASN, like how the data we are sending it from ECC or ATTP or ECC or HANA to the customer. You guys have heard about the ASN, okay, advanced shipping notice notification, advanced shipping notifications. So nowadays, the ASN, with the ASN, we are sending some T3 data that is called transaction information, transaction statement, and transaction information, transaction statement, and transactional history, TITSTH. So these data are part of the ATTP. So generally, we can, when we send the EPCI's data, we can capture those data also via the ship event. Okay, so this data can go from one system to another system. One is our receiver system, and another is sender system. Our system is sender system, and customer system is receiver system. Like that file, how we are sending it. So this is the supply chain reporting, which is your EPCI's file. So particular this slide, I'm going to explain you how the packaging line works. So guys, remember the packaging line is the main player here, okay, who do the serialization. Actual serialization is being done in the packaging line. ATTP just manages the serial numbers and manages the integration. That means connectivity and communicate with the customer, government, external partners, all these things. But the product serialization is done by the packaging line. So whenever we like start a pack, like the batch in the packaging line, we know, okay, this is the batch or this is the product, and this much quantity I'm going to pack. Okay, let's say with this batch I'm going to pack 1,50,000 units. So they need a 1,50,000 serial number for packaging this 1,50,000 units. So they request, packaging line request serial number, okay, to the system, their server, and based on the request, they provision, means they give serial number to packaging line. That take this 1,50,000 serial number for your packaging. Okay, so they first request and then they get the serial number. So now these numbers goes to the packaging line. Here the packaging line print that 2D barcode in the product. Okay, they pack it, scan it, they verify the product is scannable, all the data is correct. Okay, and then they make it the commission. After that, it goes for packaging level 2, where they do the aggregation. The small packets they are keeping into the shipper cases, and then shipper cases they make the parent-child relationship and they do the aggregation. Then it goes for the palletization. This is completely optional here. If it is a CMO, CMO is contract manufacturing. That's a different kind of the business process. So if it is a CMO, generally we make a pallet in the packaging line. But if it is my own product, then mainly we package up to the shipper case and send it to the warehouse. Okay, we send it to the warehouse. In the warehouse, they receive the goods or those packages or pallet from the packaging line. Here we do some sampling because QA people come and they check whether everything is good or not. They take some sampling. If required, they open the pallet, take some shipper cases, or open the shipper cases and take some units. Then they repack it. And finally, once the customer order comes, we pick those pallets or shipper case, we make it another pallet. And then finally we goods issue. Goods issue means ship to the customer. Okay, so this is end-to-end in the packaging line and your internal. Once we shift product to customer, from here my serial numbers or serialization activities triggered and send it to the customer or government bodies, government system. From here it triggers once the goods issue has been done. All right. So basically with the training, we will cover the US DSCSA, okay, reporting like VRS, DSCSA 2023, which is the unit level traceability. We will cover the Europe, okay, Europe EMVO and MVO, this integration, US integration. And if required, we will also cover the India's DGFTs like IBEDA, okay, compliance. So this we will cover mainly. Other than that, if you want to learn or know anything, let me know during the training. So this is the deployment model. Like if you have a AII, generally no company have AII except one company I have came across in 10 years, which is still using the AII, but they are also going to phase out the AII because it's an old module and no one is using anymore. So we can, like, you know, the option one, we can keep the AII separate and ATTP separate. Option two, we can keep ATTP to connect like AII, or our global ATTP, we can connect with the local ATTP and AII. And option three, best is our global ATTP. If we are acquiring more and more companies and they also have the ATTP, then we can make those ATTP, those small companies ATTP as a local systems, and our system will remain the global. Okay, so that is the strategy. So this is like why the ATTP has been come into the picture, why the old SAP pharmaceutical module was not compatible and capable of handling the serialization requirements. Like it was not able to do EPCI's file, which is a mandatory now. Okay, so it was not able to take care of the regulatory. You will see the most AII, there are no. Okay, only few things like encoding, decoding, which is a basic thing, but main things it is no. So that's what when they assess whether their existing modules, SAP AII or OER, can handle the serialization requirement. Okay, it found that it cannot handle it. So that's what they designed a new module called SAP ATTP, and they include all the functionalities. So guys, now let's talk about the, we will talk about the later on, whatever the topics we are going to cover. Okay, that will be the last. Let's now see the system. Okay. Then will be after that last there will be question answer session. So guys, this is the SAP ATTP system. So once you opted for the SAP ATTP system, you will get the two systems access. One is the S4HANA, another is SAP ATTP, both systems. So in this training, you will learn both systems. Let me open the SAP ATTP.
But shall you give direct access for that SAP HTTP?
Yeah. Yeah. So you will get the login. Okay. The screen is not sharing. Okay. Let me share my screen again. Yeah. So my screen is visible now.
Yes, now visible.
Okay, so this is basically SAP screen. So once you opted for the training, you will get the two systems, S4HANA and ATTP. Both systems you will get if you opted for, and you will get training in both systems, HANA as well as ATTP. Two different systems training you will get. Okay. So this is the SAP ATTP system, and here mainly we do all the works. So there is two kind of the work. One is the day-to-day operations which business do. So business has to maintain their serialization activities here. So that is they basically do in the cockpit. In the cockpit, we have a three section. One is the master data, another is the serial number management, and third one is the repository browser. So in the master data, we have a business partner. Generally, these business partners, all business partners we create in the SAP S4HANA. Okay. So S4HANA, all the system comes to the SAP ATTP, and then we use those customer for the ship event, okay, ship event, etc. Because customer is required to identify that which customer we are sending those product, because we need a traceability. If we want to trace a product, then we also need to know that finally which customer we have sent it. After that, we can investigate in that customer also that, hey, I have sent this product to you. Could you please let us know in your system what happened to that product? But before that, I need to know to whom I have sent it. Okay, so the customers are here. All this configuration setting we will learn during the training, but it has like name and address, customers, company prefix, which is very important, and plants, assign system. If let's say customer has a trace link or any other system, which system customer have, okay, what is their registration number, customers license number, all these things we can define here, we can configure here. Second is the location. See, location is also very important for traceability. Let's say we have done the packaging. Okay, now there is a investigation is going on where, and there's some problem with the packaging. Now the question is coming where you have packed it. So maybe I'm a company, I have 5 different plants. Okay, one plant I have a 5 different packaging line. How will I get to know where actually I have packaged it? Which plant, which packaging line, right? All these things has to be traceable, because I should trace it. Then only I can pinpoint my investigation. So every locations, like whether it's your packaging line, your shipping area, or like your customers or your plant, your warehouse, everything has to have defined as a location, and location have a number, and these are the unique number. Okay, so whenever we are doing any transaction, so every transaction has the important segment. It says where you have done this activity. If you have done like packaging, if you have done commissioning, destroying, sampling, or shipping, or receiving, every activity has a main component which is called the location, where you have done this activity, and that location belongs to a number. Through the number we can easily identify, let's say this number. Okay, so there is a like lot of locations and numbers are here. Let's say Jetsam. Okay, so this is the location. So this location belongs to an area. It has address. Okay, all this address, where it's been actually done, all this thing we can see here. So that's what location is very important. But this locations we create in S4HANA system. Here it comes from the HANA system. So we transfer the data from HANA to here, so that we need not to duplicate it, or we need not to create it again. One time creation, it's okay. Then trade item, it's meaning it's a product. Every medicine we define as a GTIN. Okay, global trade identification number. So these are the GTIN we define here, and in the GTIN we define all the informations of the product. Okay, so we can see this is authorized to sell in which country. Okay, this is authorized to manufacture which plant, which location. This is authorized to package in which system. Okay, if there is any additional attributes, okay, there are the attributes like whatever the size, what is the drug name, what is the strength, like 20 mg, 50 mg, 100 mg. who manufactured it, what is the scientific name of the medicine, everything we covered under the product. But this G10, it comes from the HANA system. Okay. Generally, we do not create here. We define this all in SAP HANA system, and from there it comes. So that is the biggest benefit. Your product is already been there, it is already been defined, it just moved here. But with the disadvantage with the other system, you have to create everything from scratch. Systems, we have many systems in our landscape as we discussed, right? So we have so many systems. We have a packaging line, we have customer system. So we can define any system here: customer system, SAP system, ERP system, other external system. Okay, SAP AII, external warehouse system, packaging line, your scanner, domestic reporting system within the country. If you are reporting it to government system, or from your country to another country, you are reporting it to OMS system for Russia. So all the systems we will learn in the training. The serial number definitions, we will also see that. Basically here we will see what is the characteristics of the serial numbers. Serial number can be random, it can be sequential. You have seen that some serial numbers are 12 digit length, 14 digit length, 16 digit length, right? It's a randomized, it's a unique, all these things we define. So let's say Europe is a requirement of randomization. You cannot keep any serial number sequential. So we can define here that serial number will be randomized, it will be 14 digit length, it will be alphanumeric, it is a unique, and then we assign it to the product. So whenever the product, for that product we create a serial number, it will create based on that setting. Okay, so all these things are here. Then now you can see the events also here. This is also very important. So here you can see the commissioning event, decommissioning event, packing event, which is the aggregation event, unpacking event, again that aggregation event, and you will see lot of different events here. Okay, loading event, you can see load event, you can see ship event, receiving event. Okay, so all these events we will learn during the training, what the data has been used for this. Then reporting event, you can see this is the reporting to the customers or government. Let's see. So you can see the US DSCSA. Okay, US is there, mostly the China. Okay, CN is China related report, Europe related report. You can see in the EU reports. Okay, EU reports, outbound EPCIs, US report, China report. So all these things, report will triggered automatically based on your setting and based on your scenarios. Okay, so this is here, and so guys, this is the EPCIs file, okay, which we were talking about. It has a structure, okay, standard structure, and system works on with this standard structure. So there is a version 1.0, 1.1, 1.2. What are the difference between, like, this is the 1. Okay, so US we are using 1.2. What is the difference between 1.1, 1.2? Why we are using it? As of now, it seems very difficult to you, but remember, like, believe me, this is the easiest one. Once I explain you, you will read like a plain English. Okay, this is simplest thing, but only thing, once I teach you how to read that, it will be simpler than the English. So this is the EPCIs file, which is generated from that transactions ship event. Okay, you can see that it is being generated with the shipping here. All right, so now let me show you, and this is some other stuff. So this is from the front end. Now the configuration, which will makes you the real consultant. Okay, so the real consultant will make you once you do these configurations. Okay, customization. So here we do the customization, like what are the system customizing we will have. Okay, all the technical customization here. We will maintain some serial numbers, we will maintain the data, everything we do here. Okay, like we make a synchronization of the system with the business partner, like a location with the business partner. We can delete the range, trade range, reporting, what are the reportings are here, product master reporting which we need to send. And here what is the location type. Basically we can see what are the types of the location, like your, it's a your plant, see your storage location. Let's say customer is saying I want a different location, then you can define here and say that define here, then you can ask business to use that. Likewise, yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
So there are some other EPCI standard configuration which we will do. Encoding, decoding, okay, how the scanner will understand what is the 2D data matrix, what is the linear barcode. So all this configuration we do here. Serialization setting, here we see that whether the serial number will be randomized, what will be the length of the serial number, all these things we define here. Then we assign it to the GTIN or product. Okay, whether it's a numeric, alphanumeric, you will see all this in the training sessions. So there are some others also, error handling, other stuff. So let me show you what we are going to cover. So basically these are the training contents which we are going to cover in the training. So the first few sessions will be like what is the ATTP, why we are using it, the different traceability system, because you should know about the different system also. When you are working on a project, you may get a responsibility to connect the other system which is other than the SAP ATTP. So we'll give you the idea what are the other systems, why the SAP is global leaders, what is the SAP cockpit where we do our day-to-day activities. Then we will work on little bit about the technicals integration. This is very important thing. And here they basically ask some interviews questions also. Technical architecture, service activation, how we can do that, RFCs, web service setup. As I told that during a training, I'll make it very easy in general layman language, so that you will be expert in technical as well as how it can be set up and how to integrate with the S4HANA with SAP ECC or S4HANA with SAP ATTP. So that will also cover technical. Then master data. In the master data, we will learn the company prefix setup, check visit, how we calculate it. Okay, that is very important. How we set up the business partner integration with the SAP ATTP, GLN setup, ECC, GTIN, different GTIN. So GTIN also product setup is also different for some different countries. US, we are making a GTIN based on the NDC. Some countries like Germany, Portugal, they call it NTIN instead of GTIN. What are the difference between them? How we can set up the ECC and how we can transfer it. So there's a lot of things we will cover. Then we will also learn the system integration with the external systems, like how to integrate with the CMO system or packaging line. Then topic 5 will be the serial number management. Here we will learn about the different characteristics and structure of the serial number for GTIN, serial number for SSCC, how we can automate the range, all these activities. Topic 6 will be repository, like how the lot, like batch is being created in ECC or S4HANA, how it automatically transferred to ATTP, how we can make the trade item traceability history, code serialization. So all serialization related activities like reporting, events at manufacturer. If your customer is manufacturer, then what kind of the events he is going to have? If he is a wholesaler distributor, then what kind of the events he is going to have all this we will cover. We will cover the standard GS1, as I said, right? So what is the CBB, business steps, disposition, all these things we will learn as per the GS1 standard. Then data encoding, decoding setup, like barcode setup, RF gun setup, okay? All these things we will learn. Then rule, it is a very important that which situation, what activities has to be done and how the system behaves. If we are selling the product to European market, then systems should automatically trigger the data to European cloud. We can set up all this rule. If my like destination country is any country from the Europe, then data send. If the destination country is US, then send the EPCI's data to wholesaler distributor likewise. So this is very important rule. Okay. Then we will also learn the difference between EPCI's 1.1, 1.2. Very important. If you are going to support US, you must know this. Then reporting customization, how we can report difference report between US, Europe, India, all this. Error handling in support. You will get a lot of errors, like business will report you, they will create a ticket that I got an error, this error and that error. So how to handle that, how to fix it, and how to find the solution. Fiori application, this is the latest one, guys, so you should not miss this. So nowadays, no one, like most of the companies, they have an iPad system, mobile applications. Through that, they want to see the report and all these things, right? Instead of logging into the SAP. So we can do that through the Fiori application. It's a different thing, how we can manage it. That will be part of the training. Onboarding activities, like what the activities we have to do for the customer onboarding or CMO onboarding, packaging line onboarding, warehouse system onboarding. It will be also covered, an end-to-end implementation. So I will tell you the steps, what are the steps is required, documentation is required, okay. Which step, what activity we do, that will be also end-to-end implementation. Theoretically, I'll explain you. And finally, the interview preparation. So once we confirm that we cover everything and you have done the good practice, then there will be mock interview preparation, so that you should do good in the interview. So that is the course contents for the training. All right, guys. So I have done from my side. Now question answer. Any questions?
So this present SAP ATTP 3.3 version, this is advanced now it's running version, or
3.4 we are going to learn.
we are going to learn 3.4, sir? So it means 3.1, 3.2 means already in previous, how many versions were completed, sir?
I have to check. We do not track that point wise. Okay. So I don't remember, like it's none of ourselves. We should learn the latest system. That's it. Previous system we don't care. We should always go with the latest one. Any other questions?
So what do you mean by GLN, sir? Just normal duration.
Could you please repeat again?
GLN, sir. GLN.
Okay, global location number. So basically, let's say you have a plant in India, okay? So, and you have a plant in Hyderabad, you have a plant in Bangalore, and you have a plant in Chennai, right? So each plant will have a number, unique number.
Okay.
And in the data transfer or event creation, when we say where we have shipped, where from we have shipped this product. So if you have shipped the product from your Chennai plant, then that plant number will come in the history. And through that number, we can trace okay, this ship has been done from the Chennai plant because this number belongs to Chennai.
Okay.
So every plant, every location have a unique number.
Okay. Sir, is every plant have only one GLN number, sir?
Every plant must have a unique location number. Otherwise, let's say if you keep only one number to the 3 plant, so how you will determine where this product has been shipped, either from Chennai or from Hyderabad or Bangalore, right? You cannot determine. So every plant will have a unique number so that you can easily identify and trace where from this activity has been done.
Sir,
Yes, please.
can you please explain what is GS1 string, sir?
GS1 string.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so GS1 string you means okay, this is very simple. When we scan any 2D barcode or linear barcode, right? So system basically decode the data in a string. So that is called the string. Let's say take this slide and take to you this. Can you see my screen? There is a 2D barcode, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So when we scan this 2D barcode, so system reads this barcode and all the data. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give you a simple example, then we can close it quickly. Right. So let's say I scan this 2D barcode, you know how the system make a string and read the string. So that is the raw data. It will be like that. Okay, and I'm just giving some example data. So this is the string. When we scan this 2D barcode, let's say the system when we scan this 2D barcode, system reads the data like this. So this is called the string,
Yes,
raw data.
yeah.
Okay, so here our program understand it's a D2 means a 2D barcode. 01 stand for the GTIN, and then here is a 14-digit fixed length of the GTIN. Then 17 is for expiry date, which is MMYYDD. Okay, 29 12 31, that means the 31st of December 2029, and 10 stand for the batch, and this is the batch number. Then this star is a variable. Okay, that means this is the variable length. 21 is the serial number, and from there entire number is serial number. So system understands. So first the barcode reads the raw data, then our program bifurcate all these things, whatever I have explained you in the system. So this is called the string.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question? Okay, let me tell you that I prefer the training on the weekend. If you opt for the weekend training, so it will be 4 hours training, 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. So there will be approximately 30 to 35 hours in standard the training hours. And I will also provide you the documentation. I have a lots of documentation during the training, okay, for each and every activity. All right. Any other questions, guys, you have? All right. If no question is there, please let Naveen know your decision to go with the training, and from there we will arrange the training with you guys. And yeah, so we will train you in both HANA and ATTP system for end-to-end all the serialization activities. Okay. Okay. Yes, please. All right. So if no, we can conclude for today, and we'll see you in the training. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hey, hi, Surya and Shiva. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi. I can see both of you are here. I'm not sure whether you have joined in-person demo or you just saw the demo presentation. So did you see the in-person demo or demo presentation, like a recording? Hello, Surya and Shiva.
Yes, sir. We seen the demo, sir.
Okay. What about you, Surya?
Hello.
Yeah. So did you see
Ah,
the
Sam sir.
demo?
Good evening.
Good evening. So I believe you saw the demo, right? In person.
Yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir. I saw the demo.
Okay. So thanks for joining this session. Let's start. By the time if others are joining. Okay. So the strategy, because it's a first class and last week we had to cancel it due to some unforeseen circumstances. So before we start, are you guys good for this timing, or we can start from next week onwards little early?
Okay, sir.
Like let's say, what is the time? It's a 7 o'clock your time, right?
Yes,
I think. Can we start? Someone is like 5:30 your time. It's the evening, I believe. Or it's a problem. Or 6. Saturday, Sunday evening, 6 o'clock.
Ah, okay, sir. Okay.
What about you, Shiva?
Every Saturday, sir.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay, sir. No problem, sir.
Okay, because yeah, because it's currently 9:30 for my time. So 9:30 after 2 hours, it's almost morning session gone. So I can also start early morning so that I can save them some time of the day. All right. So I'll ask them either 5:30 or 6, whichever time is suitable. They will schedule it from next week onwards. So that is for the timing. And yes. So I completely forgot about your background. So if you can remind me your background, little bit about yourself, then it would be good. Then we can start. Starting with Shiva.
Yes, sir. I have an experience in around packing end user, around 5 years of experience, sir.
Excellent. Very good.
Now, currently,
And
I'm looking for.
you're looking for the change in the better opportunities.
Yes,
I
yes,
believe
sir.
we spoke on that.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. And you currently working in the pharma. Okay. What about you, Surya?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm working in the pharmaceutical industry. I have a total 13 years experience in pharmaceutical sector. Initially, I worked in Lupin in Goa in packaging department, and now present I am look over the total packaging department
Activities.
activities as a assistant manager. So in Izai Pharma, this is one of the MNC company, Japanese pharmaceuticals in India. So just I want to learn SAP related. Already I'm working in SAP. The same time, total track and trace activities also. But I'm more.
SAP. Okay, very good. So
Actually,
you know
I have to
go ahead.
learn more about SAP and SAP ATTP related activities.
Now
And
on.
serialization also, but serialization is there, but I don't get more because of this organization have little bit lines. Is more not more than 4 to 5 lines. Only 3 lines are available in this bottle and blister lines. Bottle and bulk line. Bulk line is particularly for Japan market. So in this track and trace is available, and bottle also track and trace available only for WHO market DEC tablets. In blister line is present, there is no track and trace available. So that's why I already have working in this organization for last 10 years. So that's why I want to
It's a
improve my
very good
communication.
opportunity for you to showcase. Okay, so what will be the strategy? Let me tell you. You are working in packaging line, right? And you are also involved of some of the activities in SAP ATTP or track and trace. Now, you were, what I understood, you are the responsible for overall packaging, and there you are also responsible for packaging lines and packaging line server. So, which system you guys are using for packaging line?
Yes, sir.
Octals or liters or what system you or Jackson?
Jackson,
Do
sir.
you know?
Jackson track and trace system.
Okay, perfect. Now,
Earlier
in
ACG was it. Now
ACG,
changed it to Jackson recently 2 years back. So I'm involved in total project,
don't
track and
worry.
trace project, and
I'm
SAP
expert in Jackson
integration
also.
also in bulk packaging. In that way, what happens, sir? SAP updates is not available. So though in this case, whatever the data is available in SAP, sir, that will be captured in track and trace system directly. The data was captured, but there is no advanced MRP system. So that's why go to is a third it's and what happened external party. So Jackson is providing one software, so the data will capture in the software and then converted and then get
Close to
into
ATTP.
track and trace.
Right. Because Jackson packaging line has limitations. They do not, like, they do not directly connect with that. So that's what they create a intermediary software, through that they're transitioning data. So that is a part. What will be the best for you, because you are overall in charge of the packaging? Jackson also have the serialization activities that is perfectly matched with your job role. Both of yours job role, packaging line, because uh, Shiva is working on packaging line. That is also part of the serialization activities. Okay, and you are also working. So what will be the strategy going forward? We will showcase your experience that you were also part of the serialization. Okay, and I will make you guys expert in that. Don't worry on that. So going forward for the better opportunity, we will showcase that you guys are working on the serialization side and you guys are also expert in that. Okay. And then whatever comes, you will explain. We will learn all the scenarios, how to handle the systems, how to handle the integration part. Okay. So that we will make sure. And you will feel comfortable. I can guarantee you at least after 1 month, Surya,
Yes.
you will be comfortable completely in track and trace. You
Yes,
will
sir. Thank you
understand
so
the
much.
concept. Okay. You will understand SAP ATTP. Actually, right now you may be doing some of the activities, but you will understand the holistic picture of
Yes.
the scenarios, why we are doing it. Okay. So that is the beauty of learning this course. And our focus will be, we will learn SAP ATTP, and as a bonus, we will learn completely serialization. And why I'm saying so, when you learn the completely serialization, so whether you are handling the packaging line, you are handling the SAP ATTP, it's the same thing because concept is the same. Okay. In the future, let's say you became a program manager or something, you joined another company, and that company, let's say, does not have a track and trace or ATTP. There is a trace link you guys may have heard about, or LSPD or any other. You can easily manage those systems. Why? Because your base will be very strong. Okay. So if you get an opportunity in SAP ATTP or and like big company, they may have 2-3 different systems also. Okay. Let's say for Dr. Reddy's, they are using SAP ATTP. They are also using TraceLink. Okay. So in this big company, you will have a responsibility of handling 2 systems. You can easily handle any system because your base will be strong. And if you remember during the demo, I specifically said this is the smallest module and this is easy to learn. Why? Because this is not technical something you have to learn. You have to just learn the fundamentals because fundamental is same. It is a law. Okay. If DGFT in India saying we have a requirement of printing GTIN number in the pallet label, SSCC label, right? You guys both know if you are sending it from India, exporting from India, in the pallet label, you will see the GTIN. And there is an SSCC number also, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is only specific requirements of India, whereas in Europe, US or any other countries, they do not have this requirement. There is only SSCC required. So maybe the company, they are sending product to US, but they have to follow the compliance of Indian government. Right? So just learn, okay, what is the Indian government requirement? So if we are packaging, let's say from Optal, Jackson, liters, any packaging line, requirement will be same. So when you were like for Surya, when you were printing from ACG, the requirement was same, right? Now you are
Exactly.
printing the product label and doing the aggregation from Jackson, the requirement is same. The system changed, but your requirement is same. We are doing the same activity, right?
Yes, sir. Sir. Just for user requirements, something that is there was customized.
Right. So maybe the business. So in your company, can they decide we will not print GTIN number on pallet label. Can they do that?
No, sir. It's normal.
They
GTN
cannot
as
do
per the guidelines. Sir.
Yes. So we have to follow the guidelines. Maybe the business requirement is there, but if it is a business requirement, then they cannot export that pallet because it is deviating the law. Right? So if we understand law, if we understand the compliance, if we remember the compliance, so irrespective of the system, any company, let's say today you are working in this Japanese company, today and tomorrow you go for the Viatris or DRL or Dr. Reddy's or Amneal or any Glen Pharma, any pharma you work, the requirement will be same, right? You have to do the same thing. And interview question will be also same. He may also try to trick you. I have a requirement. He can say like this, I have a requirement to only print the SSCC level. That's it. Can I do that? So here your knowledge will come. So you have to say as per the DGFT requirement, we have to print the GTIN number. GTIN number does not require any serial number, but only the GTIN number we have to print with the SSCC number. And this is the DGFT compliance. We cannot bypass it. He will be happy to hear that. Actually, he wanted to hear that only. Right. So interview, believe me, there will be a blend of mix of questions. Something he tried to understand your knowledge, and some of the question it will be technical, like tell me this setting, tell me that setting, which we are going to learn it. Okay. So our interview will completely focus on making you strong in both of the areas. That is the bonus point. I will ensure you are strong in the both of the areas. And another thing, you may be doing a lot of activities in the packaging line, right? But during the training, you will learn a lot of new things, which you are currently doing it, right? But you are unaware.
Exactly.
So that also we are going to learn a lot of things at the micro level. We are doing a lot of things in the packaging line or the track and trace, but we are unaware why we are doing it. And sometimes we ignore it also. So during the training, you will see everything. We will cover everything. And then we will also try to make you master in functional side, okay, which is the regulatory side, technical side, which is the system side. And with this training, I will also train you in SAP ATTP as well as SAP HANA for ATTP. So you will get access of two systems. Okay. So did you guys get a system access, or still it is pending?
Yes, sir. I have
No.
access, sir.
No, sir. I don't get any server access.
Okay. After the class, please coordinate with the Expertsoft team. Ask them to give you the system access. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So ensure that you have two system access. One is the S4HANA, another is the SAP ATTP.
Okay.
Yeah. And Shiva, I believe you got it, right?
Yes,
System
sir.
access both. Perfect.
Understood.
And Shiva, have you ever previously worked in SAP? Any modules, or this will be a first time?
No, sir. This will be first time. Actually,
no
around
need
2
to
years.
worry.
This is I'm nearly 2 years. I'm trying to learn this module, but now only it's happened.
2 years. What happened?
Yes.
Like you were
Different-
trying to learn by yourself?
No, sir. Different reasons, but it was not happened.
No worries. Remember one thing: this module is the smallest module. But
Okay.
see, then also why there are very few people? There are so many people, but the quality people are very few here. You know reason? The reason is technically and system you can learn it very easily. But we should know why we are doing it. That is the most important thing, and that is the reason there are quality consultants are very, very less. Like good consultants are very, very less.
Okay.
because they know we are doing this setting, that setting, but what is the purpose of doing that? What is the impact? Why we are doing it in regulatory? Why regulatory asks us to do that? That is the most important thing. So no worries, I will ensure you learn the SAP and you are familiar with the SAP screens also with the training. Okay, so and another thing, I will go very slow first few sessions to ensure that you guys are understanding the SAP concept, SAP screens and other things. And one thing I would like you guys to do, that if you do not understand or clear on any concept, please ask me. I would love to explain it 10 times in 10 different ways. But I don't want you to go without clarification, because if you are not clear in one topic, I don't want to jump to another topic unless you are master in the topic. Okay. For that, if we have to take 10 classes in the same topic, I would love to. There is no time constraint. Okay, but I want to ensure that you guys are good in that particular topic. The training is not like that I have to like complete it and I'm gone. No, it is not like that. I want to ensure that you are learning as per the quality. Okay, so maybe you will see that the first few classes I'm very slow, so that you people can digest the screens, can understand the screen, understand the concept. Okay, because initially whenever we start a new thing, it takes time to understand, right? Unless we are familiar with that. So my intention is not to complete the course, but my intention is to make a quality consultant, so that in the future you at least remember that yes, we had a trainer who always focused on our improvements. It's a small world, right? We do not know, maybe in one organization we are working together. So it should be in good terms. Okay, so that is the one. And as Surya said that he already worked on some of the topics, so I will keep aside everything. I will start from the scratch. Okay, and during the training I will provide you a lot of documents. I will also tell you which documents you have to read, which pages you have to read, because some documents are very huge and we are the working professional. We cannot read 500 pages. I will tell you specifically which 5-7 pages you have to read, but read carefully and remember it. Okay, 500 pages document, but just need to read only 5-7 pages. Those are the important things. Okay, and for each session I have a specific PPT. I have a specific documents which I will share with you. Keep that documents with you so that whenever you are doing a practice, you can refer that. And same time, you will also get the recordings. Okay, so whenever you are doing a practice, please see those recordings and do the practice. Maybe sometimes during the practice you are unclear, or okay, so next session you can ask either first 10 minutes or at the end of the 10 minutes. We can work on those issues. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, so let me open the SAP ATTP and share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. It is completely visible and it's readable, text are readable.
Yes.
Okay, so basically this is the login pad, and here they will help, Expertsoft team will help you to install this login pad and install these two systems. So you will get one for the ATTP, one for the HANA system, like this. So whichever system you want to open, just double click those system, this entry, and it will open the screen. So let me open the HANA. So this is basically the HANA's SAP ATTP screen. Let's open the SAP ATTP, not the HANA, sorry. So this is the SAP ATTP. It's if you have worked previously in any SAP module, it looks the same. There is no difference. Okay, the screen will be same. The only thing that SAP ATTP has, SAP, thanks Shiva, SAP ATTP have like some specific areas. Okay, so it has divided two areas. One is for the cockpit, where the users or business works, and second is the technical part. So it's configuration, no coding. Technical means no coding. Okay, so don't think about you have to learn the coding and all these things. So technical means configuration and settings, right? Sometimes in the window also we do some settings, correct? We assign this feature, we check this, we do that, we do this entry. So those are the configuration. These are the technical settings which we will learn. So in this training, we will learn both areas. First, we will be familiar with the ATTP processes, how the business will work in ATTP, how the process runs, how the process works. That is the first. Once we are master in the processes or business functions, then we will move to the technical. Okay, so that is the strategy, because once you understand how the process works, then we will go to the technical side, where we will make some changes, and then we will run the scenario and see how the changes is impacting. Because business will ask us to make some settings, or they will give us the scenario or their requirement, and based on the scenario and requirement, we have to understand that which setting we have to change, or what configuration we have to change or do to meet the business requirements. Okay, so that the two area we are going to learn. Since this is the first class, so that's what I'm not stressing more on technical or functional or learning side. This is just to familiar with each others, to be a friend. Okay, so that's what. And this session will be more about SAP screens and all these things. Maybe you guys are aware of, but probably Shiva is not aware of. So that's what I will show you, how we can work on the SAP ATTP functional side. Okay, how we can set up the screens and how it works. So this is the favorite. Okay, so if you do not see this entry /http/cockpit, okay, then what you have to do, if you do not see in your opening screen, then you can click here, add, okay, sorry, favorite, insert a transaction, okay, insert a transaction, and just here put the /http/cockpit and click on write. So it will create an entry here. So likewise, whatever you are seeing here, this will be in recording. You can add that, so that you need not to remember the transaction code, because it's difficult to remember all this transaction code. Okay, I have so many years, almost 9 years, but I don't remember anything, any transaction codes, because nowadays everything is easy. So this is the cockpit. Once I click on the cockpit, it will open a cockpit. Okay, now here is here in the left hand side there is a menu, and right hand side there is a presentation like display area. Okay, so both side is there. We will go all this menu also. This basically process, or this is the business process, has been divided into 3 areas. One is the master data. For running any transactions, we need a master data. Like, see, we want to deliver some product to our customer. So what the data we need? We need the customer, right? We need to ship to location. We need product. We need where we are dispatching it, what product we are dispatching it. So all these are the master data. So those data we are creating here. Okay. Second part here is the serial number. See, this is the serialization system. We are working for the serialization. So how we are going to manage the serialization? How we are going to handle the serialization in the system? So all this will be part under the serial number management. And then most important, your transactions, right? You have a master data, you have a serial, now serial numbers. Now how it will be worked in the serialization process. So we have lot, which is the batch. Then the serial number is assigned to a product, how we can trace that, how we can trace the pallet, what kind of the activities we did with the packets or shipper case or pallet. Okay, what happened to that? Reporting events, like some countries, they have a legal compliances reports. Okay, so in that case, we need to generate some report based on the country's requirement. Like in US, there is no legal compliance, but in supply chain, we must to deliver the EPCIS file, which is the serialization file to our customer, wholesaler, distributor, whomsoever we are selling or supplying the product. That is the report. In Europe, whatever the the product, let's say I am supplying 5,000 units of azithromycin. It's a antibiotic, you guys must know that. So there is a 5,000 units, 5,000 individual packets we are supplying there. It is packed under the shipper case and packed under the pallet, which we are supplying. But individual serial number, as per the European compliance, we need to send it to the government portal, which is called EMVO, EU Hub. There's a multiple ways of calling that. Many people call it the EU Hub, EMVO, EMVS, whatever. Okay, but that is the cloud system government where we have to send all the individual serial numbers. So we can set up the system that as soon as I ship product to any of the European country, the individual serial number should automatically go to EMVO cloud. So I can make it automatic, or I can make an intermediary check there that someone will review first, okay, everything is good, and then it will be released. It is completely up to us, but we can make that reporting. Then business transactions is here, that the serial number will be triggered from my delivery, outbound delivery, when we are shipping it to the customer, because that is the final moment when we are sending product. Okay, or we are receiving product, it's an inbound delivery. So that time I will receive this like serialization in my system. Likewise, authentication, you guys know that, let's say one of the customers, they believe that the product which we have supplied them, it is a fake. Someone in supply chain, like recently what happened, I'm telling you, one of my clients, like they actually they have a 3PL concept. So what they did, like they asked their CMO to supply the product to the C3PL. Now 3PL received it and they found that some of the pallets were tampered. Like there was a shrink wrap, right? We shrink wrap the pallets. We tag all the shipper cases and then we shrink wrap. And then we put the pallet label. That's how we do the palletization. I believe in your side also, the same way we are doing it. So they found some of the shrink wrap was tampered, and it seems like some of the shipper case was also tampered, like open. So what happened that in that case, it could be possible that someone has take out the shrink wrap and then they like take out the original shipper cases and put the fake shipper cases likewise. So there was an authentication, right? So they sent us the serial number and all this thing as a like primary checking, and we found that okay, shipper case are good. So now next is open the shipper case and check the unit label. So that is the authentication. They can send it through their system and ask us to check instead of sending us a mail and giving us the serial number, then someone is manually checking it. That also we can do it, but they can send the request from their system, and system to system it will be checked automatically without anyone involved. That's how the VRS, verification router service in US works. So these are the business functions we do that. So this is basically a menu, and these are the sub menus like activities, what we can do here. This is basically display area, this area. If you double click any, if you click on any of the sub menu, it will show here. Not sure why it is slow. Okay, so the first in any sub menus you will see two things. Okay, 2-3 things are there. I'll explain you. Everywhere it's the same thing, whether you business partner, location, or any of the menus. Let's say for the business partner, first screen here, it's a two screens are there. Okay, you can see 2 screens are there, and it's a third screen which is the detailed screen. The first screen is called the selection screen. Like I may have 5,000 customers, but I want to see only the US customer, right? So I will filter it out. I will search based on the US customer. I have like, I want to see only the CMOs. I want to see only the wholesaler. I want to see only the distributor. So based on that, I can search it. Okay, so this is basically the searching criteria. Let's say the role type I'm keeping here. Let's say I want to see the only own organization. What is the own organization? I'll tell you later on. But let's see. So first screen is the selection screen. Second is the screen is a result. Based on this search, there is a result. It found, let's say, 200 own organization. But each line will have the details here. So third one is the detailed screen. First screen is the search criteria or search screen, and this is the result screen, and this is the individual results record details. Okay, detail screen. So 3 screens are here. We can adjust the screen. We can log up, log down, like we can scroll up, scroll down. Okay, like that. You can adjust it. So this is the details. Everything is here. We can do like this. Okay, so we can see this. So it will change the details. There is nothing, no information in here. Details, address. So if we click third one, you will see like that. So there is a 3 screen for any search. Okay, so this is the one. Now you understood, right? So basically I'm just explaining you about the screens so that you guys can familiar with that. You can scroll up, down, you can adjust like that. So this is the left hand side, which is we call the hierarchy. Okay, this left hand side we call the hierarchy menu. Let's say I want to increase the screen size, because this is also, this area left hand side is also taking some space. So I can hide this side. If I click here, so you can see that this side is hide. Now my screen is big. Again, I want to change the some other area. I want to go other area. I can click here. It will bring me to this area. Okay, so this is the menu for that. Now let's say I have searched, first I have searched this and I got the result, and I want to work on this customer. Okay, JetSam own organization. But this screen is very small, right? I have to scroll up and down. And this particular, the first screen, search screen, the work is already been done. Now I don't need it anymore, this particular search, because I have already searched it. Then I can hide this one, right? So the top one is hide because I have already searched it. So now I can see that, okay, all the details in a bigger screen. Okay, so this is like details and all. We can see anything here, NPK Pharma, all the details we can, or we can search and we can see our search details. So this is the one. The third one is the user selection. What is the role of the user selection? Let's see that. Let's say here we always wanted to search like only the customer. I don't want to search let's say service organization or anything. Anything is basically what happened. Let's say your job is every day, or you want to see the reports. Some users is saying that, okay, my job is to see the customer and check the details. No CMO, nothing is there. I want to see only that, and that is only for the US. Okay, I'll come up this also, and that is for the US customer. I just wanted to see. Okay, so I just add here. So what I can do, he said that I don't want to type always. I need to type this US, okay, and I don't want to type all this always here. So what we can do, we can say, okay, you want customer, you want to search every day the customer only for the US and some other criteria. Just fill that, okay, just fill all this and then click here, save as variant. Now I'm saving it as a variant, and I'm giving the variant name Z ZB043. TEST. Okay. So test variant. You can give any name. Okay. For batch 43. Once you give this, then save it here. Your variant is saved. Let's say I'm just here, or what the business will do. Let's say I'm just removing all this, or I'm just closing this, going back, and again I'm opening the cockpit. Business partner, all this. So he will open. See, here is no country, nothing is here. So what he will do, he will just click on the get variant. He will see ZB03. Click here and now and search. See, automatically it came one and US, and he will just confirm. And here is this one here. Okay, so once he get it, search it. Just click on the search and see, he's getting all this result. Then he will hide the selection, and he can see. So all are the US customers. See, US, all the US customers. So likewise, you can make any variant and you can assign it to user. It can be a user specific. Okay, it can be a user specific also. So user selection, we can make it like user based selection. We can insert and then we can save it. So the user just need not to type every time. He will select his variant and execute. He will get the result. Clear this concept?
Yes, clear, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next is the display log. So whatever we are doing, it is recorded. Okay, it has a record. So this record we can click by clicking here display log. So whatever we have done, so we have like, you know, search the customer, it found 191 records returned. So if there is an error, I am doing something and system is showing an error. We can see all the errors, stop, all these things. So currently the green means it's a success. Warning, this triangle is a warning. This is the red in error and this is the stop. Transaction is a stop there. Okay, so you will see that if you are getting any of these things, you will see the numbers are changed. These are the logs. This is the display and edit. Now this is in display mode. See, I'm here, let's say B33, test customer, right selection. So I cannot change anything here because it's a display mode, it's a gray out. So if I want to change anything here, what I have to do, I have to click here display to change. So once I click here, now you can see the fields are editable. After that I can make a change and I can save it. Okay, so that is the use of that. Here is a more, like this is for the SAP GUI screen, it's nothing to do with us. So that is the one in the master data. Let's again go to here, business master data. This is the search, like you can search the records. This is the clear, like here something is written. If I click here, it will clear. Okay, this one and US, it is cleared. Save variant, we just understood, we just learned here how we can save the variant, user specific, get variant. When user will run, he will click here and he will see the variants here. Okay, so he will see the variants here. And he will select whichever he want to. Delete variant, let's say I have a variant, I can delete that. Okay, so I want to delete this one. I will click this one. I just created, right? This. Clicking here, so it's saying, do you want to delete? Let's say I created a variant and that variant, I saved it, but I found it is wrong. Okay, we need to create another variant. So we can delete the existing one. I said yes. So variant is deleted. If I see the get variant, this variant which I have created, it is gone. It is not available. Add selection. This is very important, guys. This add selection. Let's say I want to search. You know that initially when I go back and let me open the cockpit again and business partner again. See, here is no country. Let's say I want to search only for the US as per the original requirement, right? But in the selection screen, there is no US. So I cannot search it, right? So I can add the selection criteria, clicking here. So whatever the selection criteria are available, it will show here. So I can add any of the selection criteria. So there are so many things. I can search it based on this. So just I added the country is added in the selection screen. I can add the partner number, I can add GLN number, I'll explain you later on, or I can add here who created it. Okay, all these things we can see here. Let's say it is changed by who changed the customer last. We can see all this, change on which date. Okay, so you can add here selection. So if I click here the change by, and now this is the change by if I get ATTP user 4, let's say, and search it. It will show which customer the ATTP user 4 has changed it. Okay, so we can see these are the customer which has been changed by the ATTP user 4 user ID. Okay, because you will also get your user ID. When you will get the SAP access, you will get your user ID. Okay, user ID and password. So this is the user ID. So likewise, you can add any selection criteria. You can delete the selection criteria also. Let's say I just don't want this one. So just click here and you change Y. We can delete, and so this is deleted now. Again, I can add it here. So likewise, you can add, delete any selection criteria here. Any question?
No, sir. Okay.
No, sir.
So far, it is easy to understand the selection. Like the way I'm explaining the things. Do you think that it's complicated or it's easy to understand?
Easy to understand, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Both
that
of you,
much
right?
complex.
No, everything will be like that only. It will be easy to understand everything because it's a way of teaching or way of showing. I always try to make it as easy as possible, just like in a general layman's language. It's not that I use the technical thing. I will teach you technical in general layman's language because first your understanding should be there. All right.
Yes,
So this is their system. Okay. And now, before we go, let me take one easy topic for you and we can discuss that because this is the first class. Let's say I want to set up a company. I'm just trying to create a startup in India. Okay. Small company, I'm just trying to create there a startup. So what the first thing I have to do? Whatever coming in your mind, so feel free to participate in discussion. Okay, whatever comes in your mind, just tell. There is nothing wrong, nothing right. Okay, for me, nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing right. Everything is a part of discussion. So don't feel that if I say it, if it will be wrong or it will be right, don't think. It's just a discussion. Whatever the things come.
What type of plant you are implanting?
No,
sir?
not the plant. Let's say XYZ. I'm just trying to service industry. Let's say serialization services I'm giving. I don't have any equipments or anything. So what the first thing I have to do? Well, let's say you are trying to create a you are trying to open a pharma company. You you are as a CMO. Let's say. So what the thing first you have to do?
First thing is, and first of all, what is the site? How much site is available? Is there any market in government is providing that site is not that is accepting from the government, and the same. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And at the same time, it's approval from the government side also. And what is the timeline for the construction of the building? And the same time, what type of markets you are required to send to outside? That guidelines are also requirement. As per guidelines, you are preparing the plant preparation and architecture, and all will be approval taken by the government. That is there is a lot of plan accordingly they are planned as like that they are planning the new plant because of that's a lot of things are available, sir. Lot
Activities
of
need to be done. Right.
yes.
So what I understood from your explanation, and absolutely correct, whatever you have said, everything is correct. Even word to word, the things are correct. Very good. So what I understood that the first we should get an approval from government for that plant, for that site of the size of the site, right? What are the compliance there? What are the regulations there? That particular site or for particular plant, all these things has to be taken care. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is the plant level. Let's say before the plant, what we have to do?
Before the plant, what we have to do, how much amount is available for construction of that plant, what is the approvals required, and how many people are required to the
So can you start? Okay, so can you start a construction without? So if you want to start a construction or if you want to get an approval from the government, you are requesting approval from government. You are saying, hey, you are showing yourself as a what to government?
Hello, sorry,
as
sir.
a company. You are
One
showing
second.
you are showing government yourself as a company. Hey, I am a CMO XYZ
Okay.
Pharmaceuticals,
Yes.
and I want to acquire a land in this area for setting up a plant. So this is the specification and everything. I want to make a plant over here. So kindly give us these approvals or NOCs. Correct?
Exactly.
Agreed? Both of you?
Exactly, sir. Agreed.
Yeah. Shiva, you are also agreed in this, right?
Yes, sir, agreed.
But before that, there is one thing. As I said, I am a company of CMO XYZ Pharmaceuticals, right? So before you ask, you should have a company, correct?
Yes, sir.
Should have a company. So first the thing, you should have a company, then only you can acquire a site, because you cannot blindly go and say, I want to acquire a site. Once you give me approval, then I'll open a company.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. In case person have at least experience, then only he can move to other
Not
further.
only experience, first he should have a company, right?
Yes,
He should form a company first. So for forming a company, he should register himself as a company. First step.
Yes, sir.
Before plant, and these are the, like, the far ahead. It's a different thing. But first, I should register my company. Then only I can do anything with any transaction, any acquisition, or anything for my company, right? Otherwise, I will be individual. Otherwise, I will be individual like Sam. Sam is going and saying, I want to acquire this land. He will say, we don't sell it to individuals. It is for the commercial land, right?
Yes.
For the commercial land and things, we should have a company. So first thing, I should register a company with the government.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So there should be a corporate office or something, like in your this Japanese company also have corporate office, right?
Yes, sir.
And then the plant is in different areas, let's say. So the first step, we should register ourselves a company. So when we registered ourselves a company, what the government give us?
Their instructions, the government have they are providing this. The data is there, sir. The data is it is syncing is particular.
Okay, listen. Let's say you wanted to file a tax, okay, in India. What is the mandatory? Filing a tax. What thing you should have?
Form 16 and these are available. These are requirements, sir. Form 16.
Can anyone file the Form 16? For filing a Form 16, what you need? Before filing a Form 16, what you need? Like anyone, what they need to have? Your PAN number, correct?
Exactly.
Can you file a Form 16 without a PAN number?
No, sir. No.
Right. So PAN number is mandatory. For applying a PAN number, we have to first apply a PAN number. Then only we can file the taxes. Correct. Exactly. So what is the number? What is your number? Maybe you are XYZ, but your PAN number is important number which belongs to you. Then only you can file the taxes. And this PAN number, wherever either you are filing a tax or tax return or anything, right? Registration or anything, anywhere, any property, you must have the PAN number also with the Aadhaar number or whatever. The PAN number is one of the another important document, correct? Or number. Yes, so when a company registers himself, the government provide a registration number, right?
Yes, sir.
Registration number to corporate. So whenever they are filing a taxes or anything, that number will always be there, and that number is unique. That registration number cannot be given to any other company, correct?
Yes, sir.
That belongs to that. And whenever the company do like submitting any financial transactions or report or anything, they mention that PAN number, because Today also, if you log in to file your Form 16, you have to use your PAN number, correct? If I'm not wrong. Long back I left India, but I believe this is the mandatory, right? Filing your taxes.
Yes, sir.
The same thing, that PAN number is very important because that is your identification,
Yes,
right? Same thing with the company. When they register themselves, they get a registration number, PAN number, a lot of numbers they get it, right?
yes.
Same is with the serialization.
Okay.
So if, let's say, your company, you registered and everything, and you are manufacturing the medicine in bulk, and bulk does not require the serialization, like bulk in bottles or drums, you are manufacturing the tablets and sending it to some and selling in bulk only. Okay, that is yours. But now you decided you will also sell in packets, like units, individual units as per the dosage. So when you decided, you change your, like you will going to use a new business model where you will also package and sell in the dosage or the units. So as per your business practice change, now you are coming under the serialization scope.
Yes, sir.
Earlier, bulk packaging does not require the serialization. Okay. Are you doing a serialization on bulk packaging?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And one, okay, so how many tablets or you are packaging in bulk in one container?
One container have different products, have different tablets, sir. In the warfarin tablets, it's have 62,000 tablets in one container.
And that container you are serializing.
Yes, sir. Serializing. There is the DGFT is there, and primary and secondary is available. Primary, whenever they scan the DGFT label, and secondary parent child is there, and the child forming in secondary.
No, hold on. So you are packing 62, let's say 1,000 tablets in a bottle, and
sir.
that bottle with the 60,000 tablets, you are putting a serialized label on that bottle.
Yes, sir.
And that is the primary.
Primary.
And then you are making a case like secondary.
Yes,
like
sir.
5-6 bottles.
Then sent to the that container to the secondary. Then it's and whatever the DGFT label pasted on the aluminum bag label. So
And-
then scan the aluminum bag DGFT label. Then another label is parent-child relationship. Another DGFT label is given from the printer. So then immediately scan that label also. Then parent-child is connected. Then that label should paste to the container. After 18 containers, every container have scanned that DGFT label. After completion of 18, mother have given in the master.
Okay, how big is your primary container?
Primary container, sir. What you asking? How can you fill the tablets? Are you asking
So
like that?
let's say your primary container, you are saying that it has a 60,000 tablets.
62,000. Yes, sir.
62,000 tablets. So it should be very big, correct?
Yes. Big containers. Drums.
Big container, and then it should be around 3 feet, 4 feet, or 5 feet containers, right?
Yes, sir.
That much big bottles, or maybe 2 feet, 3 feet, that much big bottles you are using it as a primary.
Yes, sir. These bottles are sent to the direct Japanese. These are the drums, SDAP drums, 30 liters drums is there,
okay, I got it.
The
because
tablets
of the DGFT, DGF, because you are using a drum. Okay, remember,
yes,
you are using a drum and tablets, and you are sending it to the Japan.
Japan.
As
Japan
per the
market.
DGF.
Japan market totally have drums. There's a drums packing is there for Japan market.
That's what I'm trying to understand, because the bulk is not under the scope of serialization. Only it goes to the repackager, and then there is in Japan there is a repackager who open the bottles, these containers, and then he take out the 60,000.
and repacked it, sir. There it is.
So they open it and they repackage it over there as per the dosage, like 10 tablets or 20 tablets, and in a blister or packets, and then they are selling it, right? That is the final dosage.
Yes, sir. Here also
Okay, I got
parental
it.
relationship, sir. Here also
That
serialization
means
is there.
our plan. That means our plant is MEH. The Japanese market is CMOs.
Yes, PMDA plant.
Yeah. So actually, this is
PMDA
your
plant.
company is also India. It is registered in India, but it is selling it to the Japanese. It's maybe the same company, but the entity became different when the country changes. Okay.
Exactly, sir.
So you are kind of CMO, as rightly said by Shiva. You are manufacturing for them, and then you are sending to them. So making a compliance of the DGFT, you are using that. Okay, G10 and others. So in the same case, when your company is registered here, okay, so when the scope gets changed, so now your company has to serialize the product. Okay, so for earlier, let's say you need not to serialize the product, but once the scope got changed, you find it out that your product is coming under the serialization scope. Now you have to serialize it. So for that, what we have to do? The first thing, we have to register ourselves. Maybe your company is already registered. Okay, everything is doing, but when it comes for the serialization, we have to register ourselves. Where? With the GS1.
Yes.
Okay, so GS stand for the general specification, global standard. Okay,
Global standard.
it's a global standard and one. So global standard one is it's a non-profit organization which decide that how we should serialize the product. So
Yes,
that is the work of this GS1. Okay. All right. Give me a minute. All right. So once the company find it out that their product is coming under the serialization scope, the first thing they apply for they register themselves with the GS1. So when they apply for the GS1 registration, they have to give them some of the information. The information like the nature of business.
How do you register the company name in GS1 standards? What is the procedure for that?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. So basically, GS, like global standard, every country have their offices. In India, it is in New Delhi, Bikaji Kama place. I went over there when I was in India. They invited me. So every country have their offices, like regional offices, country specific regional offices. So when you have to apply for or registration with the GS1, you have to give like which is your company, when it is established, what is your the registrations number, what. And now the most important thing for them, the nature of the business. See, in pharmaceuticals, there are multiple different bifurcations or diversification in the business. Just like we discussed here, the CMO. What the CMO do? CMO, they basically manufacture the other's product, right? They do not have their own product, but they manufacture other products and send them back. That's what it's called, the contract manufacturer, right? Then there is a repackager. Like they receive the bulk from the bulk manufacturer and then they repackaged it. Correct? They repackaged it units and they apply by the serialization. So there's a repackager. They also do not have their own product. They are just a repackager. They just repackage others' product. CMO is there. Then there is a wholesaler distributor. They receive the product from the other manufacturers and sell them in a market. Right? They buy in bulk and then they sell it in the market. Like they buy 10,000 units, 20,000 units, 50,000 units. And then they sell it in the small retailers or small distributor or pharmacies in their specific areas. So their business model is there, but they do not have any product, right? Some distributor have their own product, but those are the generic. We will talk later on. Now it comes for the manufacturer. Manufacturer basically they manufactured the product, correct? They manufactured their own product. So their business is different. But now here, the manufacturer, it depends on the manufacturer how many products they are manufacturing it. Okay, so the question is what the nature of business. This is, okay, we are the manufacturer. How many products you are serializing? So you say, okay, we have 50 products which we are serializing, 20 products, 10 products. Some company have 2 products or 100 products, 500 products. They ask that. Then they ask, okay, how many locations you have, like your plant location within the country. So some companies like big pharma companies, let's say DRL or any other like companies, they have many locations. Dr. Reddy's, they have many locations. There are so many companies also. So they say, okay, we have 5, one is the corporate office, and we have 10 plants, and these 10 plants, they say, okay. So likewise, lot of information they ask. And then based on this information, they decide, like basically they have to give them a company prefix. I will explain the company prefix. It's a number. Okay, we will talk about this. So they give them a company prefix. But the company prefix has a length. It can be 4 to 12 digits. Now, based on all this information, they decide what will be the length of the company prefix, because company prefix can be anywhere between 4 to 12 digits. Okay, and based on the nature of the business, they give the length. If the company is a big company, they have lots of products which they are going to serialize, and they have a lot of locations also, and their daily transactions like is very bulk. So in that case, they give the less company prefix length. Okay, they can give 5 digit, 6 digit like that, or 7 digit like that.
My company is 4 digits, sir.
4 to 12, right? It's all depends on. That's what I said. Like your company is speculating that they will have a more and more product in future. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if it is a CMO, see, CMO, do they have any product? No, they always take the other's product, right? They always manufacture other products. Same with the repackager, wholesaler, distributor. So if you see their company prefix length, it's a bigger. It can be 9, 10, 11. Okay, it can be 8. Because they don't need bigger length. Their business model does not require that. So based on the nature of the business, number of products, number of locations, they decide the length. And in the further sessions, you will find out, okay, why this length is very important. If the company have a lot of products and they do a lot of transactions, they have a lot of plants, and they take a bigger number, what will be the challenge with them? Okay, we will see that in future sessions, that if company take the bigger number, they will be like trouble. They will be in trouble. So that's what the company like GS1 take all this information and then they assign the company prefix based on the length. Now the GS1 is not free. They charge annual subscription. They charge 2 years, 4 years, likewise subscription. It's a very, very nominal. It's not very costly. Last time, I think now it could be 17,000 or 18,000 Indian rupees per year.
Sir,
Okay.
company prefix give only by GS1, sir?
Yes. If we see, we can keep a company prefix without the GS1 registration, but it will not be a searchable in global database.
Okay,
that will be the issue.
Sir, earlier track and trace is not available, only SAP is there. So at that time also GS1 is given?
What did you say?
Earlier, just GS1 means regular, specifically for the track and trace, sir, serialization.
Yeah, so GS1 gave this company prefix, and that is important for traceability. That's what the requirement is, that the product should be traceable in entire supply chain.
Yes, sir. Is olden days the company prefix is utilized or not, sir?
Yeah, it is utilized, because through the company prefix, let's say I have a product, I have a one serial number and GTIN. I have a GTIN and I have suspect. I wanted to understand this GTIN belongs to which company. I can go, okay, and I can put the GTIN, it will tell me easily. So let's say, let me show you one thing. Bus, this is bus, this is bus, this is bus. And this might be bus verify. Okay, so now, do you remember your company's GTIN number?
60, company prefix is 6022, sir.
Company prefix, okay. And the company.
You want GTN number required, sir? Is it particularly for different products have different GTN numbers?
Any GTIN, any GTIN. It's a shipper case or it's like anything.
I'm not getting, sir, now.
No worries, no worries. We can easily find it out. Okay.
0890 6002
Okay, what is the name of your company?
ESI Pharma. ESI. EISAI.
ESAI, right?
EISAI.
Okay, EI.
ESI Pharmaceuticals Private Limited.
And let's see, in India.
India site.
Yeah. They are like making this verification very strong. Sorry, we could not find in. It's a E. This is your company's full name?
Yes, sir. ESI Pharma. ESI Pharmaceuticals India Private Limited.
This is your company,
yes,
okay?
Yes,
Pharmaceuticals Private Limited, Visakhapatnam, India. If I click here, see that all the details are there, and this is your company prefix. Okay, yes. You were saying the 4-digit. I don't know why. This is license.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Actually, company code I am giving 6022.
That is the SFT code. Okay, 4-digit.
Yes, 4-digit is company code.
I was surprised. Maybe like as you said, you have a few products. Then why the company opted for the 4-digit? Because you have few. So see now here, because your company is not seeing much and much products in the future. So that's what the length is. Almost for like in CMO. This length CMO takes.
Exactly, sir.
Okay, so you can see your length is almost 10 digit, not almost, it's a 10 digit. Now you find out what is your company is already registered with the GS1. So that's what all the information is here. So if I, let's say GTIN, because the GCP this is created, or GLN. If I search by this GLN number, it will always point it out to your company. So that is how the company prefix or company prefix is important, because see this number, through that it is understood. But the problem is, let's say 8906 global location number, GS1 India, it's there. This is your company's location. And if I make, let's say, this is other beautiful thing. Let me show you. GS1 check visit. We will learn all these things. Okay, so this is 10 digit and GLN is 13 digit, 11, 12, and what will be this is the 8. This is the GLN. So I made a GLN with your company prefix, and now let's say with this GLN, if I search, okay, I'm just thinking this is your company, or if I make, I'm not wrong. I'm just making it a GTIN. Okay, this is a GTIN of your company. Let's say I'm not a robot. Motorcycle, this.
Whatever you're doing, is there no changing, sir? In company details.
Here, I just made a GTIN based on your company prefix. Okay. Based on your company prefix, I just made a GTIN. I just searched based on the GTIN. See, I did not give anything. I just put the GTIN here, your company GTIN, whatever. I just made it fictitious based on your company prefix, and it pointed out exactly your company. See, right? This is your GS1 company prefix. This is
okay.
10 days. This is your GS1 company prefix. This is your address, everything. So your company is registered, and this is your company prefix. So likewise, if I get a GTIN and I have a suspect, I need to traceable that who is the manufacturer of this GTIN, who is the brand owner of this GTIN. I can go simply to GS1 side and trace it.
Okay. Anybody open and check it, sir? Is this possible?
Yeah, anybody. This is the open. See, I do not belong to your company. I just find it out, right?
Okay.
You can search any company. That's what the traceability, right? It should be transparent. I am let's say I am from the FDA, and I just wanted to search. I don't want to tell you. Okay, I don't want to tell you. In background, I want to search everything. So I can go in the GS1. I can search that this product belongs to whom. Then I will contact you. Let's say I have just a serial number and GTIN. I do not have any other information. So what I'll do, I'll check with the GTIN. Okay, this product, this GTIN belongs to whom? Then I get it's a Eisai Pharma. Okay, for example. Then I will contact Eisai Pharma and say, hey, this is the GTIN, this is the serial number. Could you please verify it? If it is an authentic product. Why this is here? Let's say the wholesaler distributor. The wholesaler and why this is important, and try to understand. Wholesaler distributors, they buy it from the manufacturer, correct?
Yes.
And then the wholesaler distributor can sell it further to small distributor, right?
Yes.
And small distributor can sell it to their local pharmacy. Now the local pharmacy or the small distributor, do they know that the big distributor bought it from whom? And let's say from the label, it's erased, or there is something, just we know the GTIN and serial number. Now I want to do the verification, whether this is really belongs to Eisai Pharma or not. So what I'll do, I will search it over here, the GTIN, and this belongs to whom. Then I can contact to company and give them the serial number and ask, can you please verify this serial number belongs to this product? Then you will see in your system and verify that. Okay, so this is completely traceable and searchable to anyone.
Is that serial number is available in system, sir?
No. We can search by the company's GTIN number, GLN number, GCP number. These things. Okay.
Okay.
Few things. We cannot see serial number. Serial number information is always with the manufacturer.
Okay.
Okay. So this is just for searchable, and this is like open to anyone. Only when I was checking it, you notice that I have to select some buses, bicycle, and all this thing to ensure why the system is doing right now, because there is a lot of bots. You know the bots, the AI tools, and automatically they go and check on this. So they want that human should
Human should mind, na?
yeah, right. Human should do the verification, not any bot or spam or something. So bot and all these things should not verify. That's what it. So that is the GS1 site. I will give you all the URL link. Even in the Google also you can go. You can search it there.
Yes, sir.
So that's the first thing. We registered ourselves with the GS1. And GS1
Sir, can we check GTA number also for particular which product?
I search with the GTN number only, na? See, I search it with only the GTN number. I made from your company prefix. I made a GTN and I search with that. Generally, what this system check? They only check the company prefix. They have only the company prefix information. So, in this number, they bifurcate everything and they took the company prefix and checked it. They took only this number because this number is unique.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Is real number? Can we check, sir? Is real number?
Yeah. You can just tell me your real number.
0890 292
So 0890 then
8002
8002
29206
29200 06.
6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, check this number. It's 13 digit.
0890 8002.
Okay. 0890
8002
890. No, 0890 then 00.
8002. 0890 8002.
8002. Okay.
292. That is the company prefix.
292.
890 8002 292.
This is the company prefix. You are saying that GTIL, right?
Yes. 0 is the serial number given in company, and the first one is that is level, and 6 is the
0
digit. 0890 8002 29206. Initial only 10. Initial only 10, sir.
No, 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So your company, you are absolutely right, because it should be 10, but GTIN is always 14 digit.
14 digits.
So this is, I think, 13 digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 13 digit. You are checking GLN or GTIN?
GTN, sir. Only 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You are checking GLN, not GTIN.
One number is missing, I think, sir.
Not missing. That is a GLN. If it is a 13 digit, it's a GLN.
No, sir. GTA number is, but in between one number is missing, I thought.
Okay, maybe.
01, sir. 016. Last, 016.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is a 14 digit. Search. So CAPTCHA. This is just ensuring that we are the human beings. The digit of the barcode number is incorrect. Did you mean this should be 015? It should not be 016. Are you sure that 0890 800 229201?
Yes, sir. 01. 01, what do you mean, sir? 01 is the given number in company. Just 01 is serial number, 01 product name. That is related to DEC.
This is what the one.
This is Davigo product. Davigo.
Yeah, so this is Davigo product. The product is yeah. So this is the product. Product is the data has been provided by Eisai Pharmaceutical Private Limited and was last updated. So this is belongs to your company. See, all the details are here, right? And it is belongs to your company.
Yes,
so we can search that.
All the product all GTA numbers I am prepared, sir. That's why.
Oh, excellent.
GTN prepare, check digit preparation, all these things. The formula is there. Totally GTN preparation for
What?
company and track and this I am doing.
3-1 formula.
Yes, sir. From into 3 into 3 into 1 into 1. Initially, there is no
3-1.
Yes, into 3 into 1 into 1 into 1, and last number is whatever the number is available from the minus. There's nearest value of 10. That is 100.
Exactly.
In case 100 is same. 100 minus 100 equals 0. Check digit.
Right. Shiva, don't worry. That will be part of our training. Okay. So whatever Surya is saying, that is also part of our training. We will learn. So you will now the Surya is expert, so you will be also expert. So here we can see Surya. If we click here, this is the company information. Okay, this is the product from the GTIN. This is the GTIN information, and this is the company information. Okay.
Okay.
See, easily we can track from the GTIN which belongs to which company, which other stuff. It's easily traceable. All right, so I'm not going much into the detail because Shiva does not have system. No, I think who does not have system, Shiva or Surya?
Yes, I have a system, sir. Yes, I'm.
Okay, Surya does not have system. Okay, so
I have a system, sir.
Oh, so Shiva does not have system. So Shiva, ensure next week onwards, because I want to start little slow. Next week onwards, we will learn in system how to set up the company prefix and how to what are the prerequisites and what are the important thing about the company prefix. So we will start with the company prefix next week in the system and functional. What is the importance of the company prefix? Okay.
Sir, are you asking system means what, sir?
System means this company prefix we have to set up in system, na? That's what. After that only the system will work in serialization.
Okay.
I think you are asking.
I'm asking. I'm thinking this is a laptop system.
I think you are asking SAP ATTP server access, sir.
Yeah. ATTP server access, not
okay,
laptop
sir.
access.
So don't have, sir. I don't have.
Okay, so ATTP server access, like they will give you the GUI like this. Okay, they will install the software, SAP software in your system. You have to install it. They will help you. So after installation, you will see this screen, this app, and in that app they will do the entry like this. So after that only you will be able to access the SAP. So I want you guys to access the SAP because next week we will learn how to configure company prefix in SAP ATTP because that is our role and that is the first step for the serialization.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And next week probably it will be your time either 5:30 or 6. Let me check. Okay, is it? It is okay, right? And then we will have completely 2-hour session today. Just because you guys do not have a system yet, I don't want to complete any technical things. Otherwise, guys will forget. Exactly. So I want you guys to have system, and we will do same we will do the things when you have everything. Then only it will be good. Otherwise, I will go far ahead and you will be in dragging, right? There will be a gap in the actual practice and sessions. I don't want to have that. I want you are doing a practice as near as the training is going on. So that's what that you will be able to understand the concept clearly. Because you are doing a practice and same time and we are nearby of that topic. right? Otherwise, let's say you are doing a practice of company prefix now and we are working on G10. Either you will be focused on the G10 or you will do the practice on company prefix. So it will take a lot of time for you guys to come up that area. Okay.
Yes,
All right. So next week we are meeting. I'll let them know the timings, and please ensure, both of you, please ensure that you have a system access.
sir, who will be given, sir?
Expertsoft.
Surya sir, Navin sir will give you that access, no problem.
Okay.
Right. So they will give you complete access. They will also help you to set up the SAP in your system. Okay. And if you are getting any problem, let them know immediately. They will come online and help you guys. But ensure before the next class you have that system.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and then only I will provide you like session by session documents also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you, and have a nice weekend. And let's see. We'll meet next week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Hello.
హలో శివ గారు తెలుగేనా?
తెలుగే సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే.
అదే మీ కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్ ఉంటే ఇస్తే బెటర్ ఉంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే మన ఇద్దరు మధ్య లేదంటే డౌట్స్ వస్తే క్లారిఫై చేసుకోవడానికి.
అవునవును. మీ నెంబర్ చెప్పండి మీది.
సార్ నా నెంబర్ వచ్చి 950 28210 97 సార్.
97. ఓకే. నా నెంబర్ తీసుకోండి 787
787
55
55
314 499. ఓకే. ప్రెజెంట్ మీరు ఎక్కడ చేస్తున్నారు?
బెంగళూరు మైక్రో ల్యాబ్స్ సార్.
మైక్రో ల్యాబ్స్ బెంగళూరు. ఓకే ఓకే.
మీ దగ్గర నాయుడు ఉన్నారు సార్?
నూకినాయుడు.
అవునవును సార్. ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్లీ
నూకినాయుడు. ఓకే. నూకినాయుడు అంటే ఎస్ నా దగ్గర మొన్న ఆయన కూడా SAP ATTP ఏదో నేర్చుకుంటున్నట్టు కదా?
అవునా సార్?
అనుకున్నాను. మరి రీసెంట్ గా పెడుతున్నాడు కదా లింక్డ్ఇన్ లాట్లో.
ఓకే.
ఇద్దరు సేమే. ఇద్దరు అంటే నా కిందనే, అంటే ఆయన నేను సీనియర్ని, ఆయన రీసెంట్ గా జాయిన్ అయ్యాడు. సో ఒక దగ్గరే ఉంటాం. హలో నాయుడు అదే ఒక దగ్గరే ఉంటాము. మా అంటరే ఉంటాం. నాయుడు ఎలా తెలుసు? ఇద్దరు కొలీగ్సా?
అవును సార్. ప్రీవియస్ కొలీగ్స్ గ్రావిటీ ఫార్మా.
ఓకే.
అవును.
ఓకే. మీరు ఎగ్జిక్యూటివేనా?
లేదు సార్, సీనియర్
ఎగ్జిక్యూటివా? ఓకే. బి ఫార్మేనా ఎం ఫార్మా?
ఎంఎస్సి సార్. ఎంఎస్సి కెమిస్ట్రీ సార్.
ఓకే. అక్కడ అంటే ప్యాకేజింగ్ లో MSc BSc కూడా తీసుకుంటారు కదా అక్కడ?
అవును సార్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. అంటే ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, ప్రాపర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంటే తీసుకుంటారు.
అవును. అంటే మా కంపెనీస్ లో బి ఫార్మా అండ్ ఎం ఫార్మా అసలు అదర్వైజ్ తీసుకోరు అక్కడ MNCలో.
పర్టికులర్ గా ఉన్నది
కొన్ని కంపెనీస్, మిగతావన్నీ ఓకే, బట్ ఇది డిఫరెంట్ కంపెనీ కదా, యూనిక్ కంపెనీస్ కాబట్టి కొన్ని అలాగే తీసుకుంటారు.
అవును, మన పర్టికులర్ గా రిలేషన్ రిలేటెడ్ స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉంటే నో ప్రాబ్లం తీసుకుంటాం.
అదే సర్లేండి. ఎనీవే ఏదో ఒకటి మనకి అంటే లెర్నింగ్ ప్లస్ ఏదైనా డిఫరెంట్ సెక్టర్లకు వెళ్దాం అనుకునేటప్పుడు నేర్చుకోవడం మంచిది.
ఓకే సార్.
ఇన్ని సంవత్సరాలు అంటే మన ఫార్మా ఫీల్డ్ అంటే కంటిన్యూ చేయలేం కదా.
అవునవును.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఎనీవే థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఇంకొక ఆపరేటర్ ఉన్నారు, ఆయన పేరు గుర్తు రావట్లేదు. డాక్టర్ రెడ్డి నుంచి వచ్చారు. క్యామ్ మిషన్ ఆపరేటర్ ఐ థింక్.
క్యామ్ మిషన్ ఆపరేటర్ ప్రెజెంట్ ఉన్నారా, వెళ్ళిపోయారా?
ఉన్నారు అనుకుంటా సార్ ఈ సైడ్ ఫార్మాలో.
ప్రెజెంట్ క్యామ్ మిషన్ ఆపరేటర్ అంటే రీసెంట్ గా జాయిన్ అయ్యారా?
లేదు, అరౌండ్ 5 years అబౌవ్ అవుతుంది సార్ అనుకుంటా.
అంటే నేను 10 years నుంచి చేస్తున్నాను సేమ్ కంపెనీ.
అవును.
అందువల్ల అంటే ఎవరు పేరు తెలిస్తే తెలుస్తుంది. క్యామ్ ఆపరేటర్ అంటే ఒక వన్ ఆఫ్ ది పర్సన్ నాయుడు అని ఒక అతను ఉండేవారు, ఇంకో అతను ఉండేవారు. తర్వాత ఆపరేటర్ అందరూ కూడా. మీరు అడుగుతుంది ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ సార్ ఆపరేటరా?
ఆపరేటర్ యాక్చువల్లీ అప్పుడు ఆపరేటర్ సార్, ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్. అతను ఒరిస్సా సార్, యాక్చువల్లీ ఒరిస్సా.
ఒరిస్సా నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు అయితే ప్రజెంట్ అయితే వెళ్ళిపోయినట్టున్నారేమో. గౌరీ అని ఒక వ్యక్తి ఉన్నారు, మేబీ వెళ్ళిపోయి ఉండొచ్చు ఏమైతే. ఓకే ఓకే అయితే థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. అలా ఏం డౌట్స్ ఉంటే క్లియర్ చేసుకోండి.
ఫైన్ సార్.
ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ.